we're getting echo. We'll see ya. Jorden, how's it going?
Going good.
Well, to start this ball game off, what do we got as far as Sonny Gray pitching for this first first game against the Yankees?
Well, Sonny has been, I would say, he's been our best pitcher to start this season off. I mean, the rotation has been very good, but Sonny Gray, he's bringing a very, very good last couple of starts to start off this season. He's now pitching at home for, I think, the second time this season. And we'll just see how this one goes here. I know he's struggled, but he hasn't given up any runs. So
sure,
we're hoping for the same thing here, and hopefully he goes more than 5 innings last time when he pitched against the Red Sox.
Yeah.
And
I'm really
hopefully
excited to do this.
Yeah, I am too, and hopefully the Twins score 9 runs again in the first inning against the Yankees.
Yeah.
He's actually.
Henry, would you like to go over starting lineups?
Oh, starting lineup?
Yeah.
You want Twins
starting
first?
Lineups today? I would start it off here with the New York Yankee starting lineup today here. Of course, leading off for the Yankees is their rookie shortstop, Anthony Volpe. He hasn't been what Yankees fans have been hoping for to start off the season, but I mean, every rookie, they're not going to start off really, really hot, sure. Especially with filling the shoes on like Derek Jeter, as what Yankees fans have been hoping for. So we'll see how his career pans out so far. And second for the Yankees is Aaron Judge, the American League MVP of last season. He has been off to a rocky start as well, kind of like this entire Yankee lineup. Some guys have been really good. Other guys have been starting off slow, which you would think from the New York Yankees. Rizzo batting third at first base, and then cleanup being Gleyber Torres at second. Batting fifth is DJ LeMahieu playing third. Batting sixth is Frenchie Cordero out in right field. Batting seventh is Oswaldo Cabrera in left field. Batting eighth is Trevino behind the plate. And batting ninth in center field is Aaron Hicks.
Okay. Yeah, Sonny Gray is up on a full count to Volpe. Got him. Oh, yeah, you ring him up.
Hey.
Volpe was ball 4, and Volpe looks and stares at one breaking pitch on the top right-hand quarter, and that will ring him up.
First strikeout of the day, and it starts off to start off the game. We'll take that.
Wow, that's crazy.
Take any way we can get strikeouts here. And then when we get to the bottom of the first, of course, we would get with the Twins lineup here. But have we gone over the starting pitching matchup?
Yeah, well, we got Sonny Gray pitching against that. Who was he again? That
Brito
for the Yanks.
Brito.
Yeah, I mean, he has a high ERA, but he seems like he can kind of throw a lot of strikes. So
yeah, Johnny Brito. In his first 2 starts before he played again or pitched against the Twins at Yankee Stadium, he was very good. He was pitching very well, and he looked very great. And then didn't even get out of the first inning against the Twins in his 3rd start, so that's why his ERA is really ballooned. But I feel like this kid, we don't know. We don't know what we're gonna expect out of him, especially this is his second time facing the Minnesota Twins. Let's just hope that it was what we got the first time.
Yeah.
And
Anthony Rizzo, he's been batting pretty high on average wise, and he doesn't seem like a player that could average 316, 20 games in. Were you expecting that him as a Yankee?
well, Anthony Rizzo re-signing with the Yankees. He
And
was
Rizzo
actually kind of
strikes
waiting on.
out the end of the inning there.
Hey, we'll take it 1, 2, 3, go down the Yankees. But Anthony Rizzo, he was waiting on Aaron Judge to see where Aaron Judge was going to go, if he was going to stay with the Yankees or go somewhere else. Rizzo signed back. I think he signed to a 1-year deal, 1-year prove-it deal.
Really?
But to be back with the New York Yankees as Aaron Judge signed a long-term deal. So, Henry, if you want to get the Twins starting lineups as we head to the bottom of the first.
Sure.
I'll get those for you guys.
So, batting number 1st, number 26, right field, Max Kepler. Batting 2nd, number 4, playing shortstop, Carlos Correa. Number 11, second base, Jorge Polanco. Number 25, your DH, Brian Buxton. Left field, number Larnick. What? Number 9, Trevor Larnick. Third base, Jose Miranda. Batting 7th, Joey Gallo is our first base. And batting 8, Christian Vasquez. He's our catcher for tonight. And number 2, our center fielder, Michael A. Taylor. So Michael A. Taylor hit a bomb last night. That was a towering home run, straightaway center. I mean, that was just crazy. I mean, Taylor, just his on base percentage has been high. It's just been I think, and our first pitch, Max Kepler, is a out of play foul ball. I don't know. It just seems like our players that seemed like shouldn't have been good batters have just been menaces. I mean, Jose Miranda, he's batting 240, not batting really high. Now it goes to 1 to Max Kepler. What do you think about
Carlos Correa? Yeah, like Carlos Correa being another one that has gotten off to such a slow start this year. After what was a crazy offseason, we didn't know where he was going to go. It was the Giants, and then it was the Mets, and then how he eventually came back to Minnesota.
Yeah.
It was, it's kind of rough for him to get back into the swing of things. He did not play in the World Baseball Classic due to the birth of his new son. You kind of feel for him getting this new contract and him now pitching.
Sure.
And that's going to happen. But other than that, yeah, guys like Joey Gallo, he's been really hot for the Twins.
Shallow left field, and Max Kepler will be popped out to left. That'll be out number 1.
Yeah, and I didn't expect Gallo to be playing against his former team in the way that he has been playing this entire year to start off the year. He's been swinging the bat really well and hitting a lot of home runs. I think he's already hit more home runs than what he did in the first half for the Yankees last year. And that's going to happen when, going to a new team. And I think we kind of figured out his swing. And I've said at the beginning of the year he was going to be a 40 home run hitter.
Sure.
Hopefully he does. And we'll just see how the rest of the team goes, as the Twins are projected to win 96 games to start this season.
All right. Well,
Yeah. Well, this is pretty crazy because Howard is already done with the inning, and we're still 1 out on my screen. Carlos Correa
Yeah,
is
we're already
still in a 2-2 count. Polanco's already retired on Howard's screen.
Yeah, Carlos Correa grounded out sharply to third baseman LeMahieu, and then Polanco grounded out to second base, Gleyber Torres, for a 1-2-3 inning.
Huh.
So a quick inning to start this off.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
quite
man.
what we had
DJ.
in Yankee Stadium.
On the fielding.
Not quite the start that we had in Yankee Stadium, but
Yeah.
hopefully it's still the same result as the Twins started off the season very hot with a sweep of the Royals, and then of course starting the season 4-0, which is quite to be expected against playing Kansas City and the Marlins. But the AL Central was projected to be the worst division in baseball, and the Twins were projected to win it, but only with 83 wins.
Sure.
I don't know how that would happen with the way that this new expanded postseason format and new ways how we're supposed to play every team this season. Do you think that the AL Central would be the worst division in baseball, or are we?
Yeah, I would say so. Myself. I mean, the Twins. I mean, we're still in an easy division. I mean, you gotta look at it. I mean, New York Yankees are 4th in their division. I mean, the American East is just crazy because, I mean, it goes Tampa Bay, they're 19-3. Baltimore, they're 14-7. They're 7. Baltimore is 7 games above 500 now. I haven't seen that in a long time. You got Toronto that's been playing really, really decent lately, scoring a lot of runs, and then you got the Yankees, and then Boston, which I would think Boston should be on top over Tampa Bay and Baltimore. If you ask me, I mean, I thought Boston would have been a way better team.
Well,
and I just think that the American Central is just, you got some good pitching, but it's just not a lot of offense against, KC's very easy to hit off them. You can hit, 10 runs and, against Kansas City still. I mean, that's super easy. Maybe Detroit might become a better team in the next year, just like the Lions, so.
Yeah. This division, it's been the laughing stock of the MLB the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And how, a couple of years ago, everyone was saying how the White Sox were supposed to be, the new super team in the American League, a team that would take charge against the Houston Astros. Another team that could rival with the Houston Astros. How the White Sox have been battling injuries the last couple of years. The Twins were in first place for majority of last season until September, and the injuries finally kept up with them. And now the Twins finished below 500 and completely changed how the offseason was going to look for Minnesota. And that's how the AL Central is. It's not a division that you can pick a winner necessarily.
Yeah.
You can't just, okay, this team's going to run away with the division. This team is going to be, in the World
Scooped up.
Series.
Polanco fires over to first. Pass ball. Torres will be on first. Polanco scooped and fired. He came in the middle of the infield grass and kind of skipped off of Joey Gallo's glove. It looked like it was straight up the pitcher's mound, and Polanco just scoops and fires, and Gallo. It was a kind of a late ball, but Gallo kind of missed that scoop on first. I mean, we're looking at Gallo here at first. I mean, he's a Gold Glover in the outfield. I mean, do we like him at first? I like him at first, but it just seems like for the past few years, ever since Sano's been hurt, we got rid of CJ Cron that 1 year. You just never really had a really good first baseman. I mean, we have all the infielders, I feel like.
Yeah.
We got Polanco, Correa, Kyle Farmer. We got Nick Jorden, which Nick Jorden can play outfield too. They're going to turn 2. So Sonny Gray gets a chopper.
You turn 2 on DJ.
DJ, yeah, he just hit a kind of a chopper. Sonny Gray fields it cleanly onto Correa,
and then on to Joey Gallo.
Yeah, so they got a double play.
Gallo
got on with that.
Playing first base. I mean, Gallo playing first base, he wasn't really brought here to do that. As, of course, we've had Alex Kirilloff, and, of course, we had Luis Ariz up until we traded him away for Pablo Lopez. Having a 5'11" or 5'9", I think Luis Ariz was his first base. That's not really a typical first baseman. I mean, he handled that position really, really well.
Yeah, he sure did. I mean, I just usually
a lot more.
I like to see a good, tall like Matt Olson or somebody, Joe Mauer, all these taller first basemen and Freddie Freeman, all these guys. They just seem like they play first way better than any of our first basemen, but I don't know.
So, Frenchie Cordero will go down swinging on strikes there. So Sonny Gray, 2 innings, flawless.
Yeah.
And
so Sonny Gray is already. I mean, you can't really ask for any better from Sonny. But last outing he had, what was it? 100 pitches, 80.
Yeah, 5. He pitched 5 innings. Struck out. I think he struck out 5, 6, but he didn't give up a run. He gave up a lot of hits, but he didn't give up a run. He pitched very, very well. And of course, the bullpen couldn't really help him with that. But like I said, with the starting rotation that has been so strong for the Twins to start off this year, I mean, Joe Ryan has pitched decently well, other than gotten bit with a home run ball. Pablo Lopez, who he has been everything we could have hoped for, and Sonny Gray, who he's 3rd in all of the MLB in ERA now, and after these 2 innings, I think he now might be 1st or even tied for 1st in ERA, but it's good to see a rotation that last year couldn't even get through 6 innings.
Yeah.
It was just struggling to find a quality start left and right. And now so far this season, it's a top 3 pitch starting rotation in all of baseball. And it's a lineup that will eventually get going for the Twins. So that rotation will eventually get better and better off pitching deeper into games because the lineup will eventually pick up.
Sure. I mean, we're looking at maybe like who are the top players that we picked up from this year that we were just thinking maybe weren't the biggest? Like we got Michael A. Taylor, Donovan Solano. I mean, we still have Christian Vasquez. I mean, there's a few players that we've gotten, and it just seems like they've been pretty pretty consistent as far as
Yeah.
And I mean, keeping Miranda was great. I just think, who do we have at third base that might not be there?
Yeah.
No.
Some key additions were, of course, Joey Gallo and Pablo Lopez, Donovan Solano, and trading for Michael A. Taylor. Trading for Michael A. Taylor was kind of like an oddball move because, we have Byron Buxton in center field, and Buxton, he's a platinum glove out there. You
Yeah.
can't really take away that speed and the ability to run into a wall full speed. I know we've been telling like, hey, you can't really be doing that, with him being a franchise player. We need him in the lineup. It's been good for him to, be a DH and let Michael A. Taylor, who's also a Gold Glove center fielder out there, to play every game, and he's been playing every game. He's only had one off day. He's played the outfield position very, very well. So it gives Byron Buxton an opportunity. He's going to be hitting a lot more, not having to worry to play that outfield position as much. But I feel like as we go into the second half of the season, is Michael A. Taylor still going to be that center fielder? Is Byron Buxton going to play as our DH the entire season?
Yeah.
Or, is Buxton going to be put back in center field for that second half run, who the Twins should be a first place team as we head into the season?
I think once when Michael A. Taylor needs a break, I think they're going to put Buxton in center. They're not going to, call up Matt Wallner and put Max in center, or put Joey in right and put Max in center. I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to eventually put Buxton in, but I just think they kind of want to make sure that Buxton plays, 120 games this year,
Mm-hmm.
and put him at a DH spot, and just having him, consistently try to get on base is, a big job. But I just think, him being DHing all this, it's going to give him a stronger bat for sure, because he's going to get plate discipline. Like you're seeing, he's getting deeper and at bats every single time I've been watching him. He's not swinging and missing all the time, So I think it's good that they're putting him at DH, but it's just it kind of sucks as fans because they're not seeing a Golden Glover out there,
Yeah.
So.
And like having Buxton and Correa, like those two were 1 and 2 in the 2012 MLB draft. I mean, you don't ever see something like that where you have top picks, playing alongside each other. And like Buxton and Correa, like they've had that friendship going since they were playing low A ball together, and they were both in Minnesota for the draft, like draft combines. Both of them got workouts with them in Minnesota, and it's good to see them. They're going to be playing with each other now for at least 6 years. And to have those two cornerstones in Minnesota, it kind of reminds you of, when we had Mauer and Morneau, and when we had Kirby Puckett and, Kent Herback, having cornerstone pieces that one of them grew up through the farm system. The other one, you made a trade for, or you signed them, that having franchise players is going to change the franchise, especially along the lines of Minnesota, because they're not going to be a team that's going to more often than not fight the Yankees or the Dodgers with big money moves. With the Carlos Correa signing, that shocked everybody. And for him to come back to Minnesota after opting out, it looked like he wasn't going to come back. And I think Twins fans, they were really kind of upset with Correa, with the Twins being a third option. And, like as Correa, he's struggled to start off this year, like I've said earlier. As Twins fans, like, you're happy that he's back, but you can't really feel for him with him struggling, as the Twins being a third option.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I loved it, and to see him back and Buxton, being really happy about it, getting ready to get to work, and over the spring and to start the year, Buxton and Correa have been like peanut butter and jelly. Like, they've been next to each other in the lineup. They've always been working with each other. Their families going on vacation, going to dinner, get together. Like, they have literally been like brothers. And, Correa's only been here for 1 year, and it's good to see that those two have connected almost instantly.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. So Jose Miranda, 2-2.
As, this Twins team, we look towards the future now. You have Buxton and Correa locked up. And you have some of these guys on 1-year deals like Michael A. Taylor and Joey Gallo. Where do you go with a guy like Joey Gallo, who I don't think, like, he reached his full potential in Texas, and then going to New York, and he struggled there, tried to find his way back with the Dodgers. Like, what do you do with Joey Gallo after seeing what he's done in the first 20 games, here in Minnesota?
What do you think about Joey Gallo overall?
Yeah, like, after the first 20 some odd games, as a Twin, do you think it was worth it, like, giving him this opportunity to find himself, with a new team and not as big a market, of course, as New York or LA?
I think Joey Gallo, I think he's one of those players that if he's consistent, awesome. It's like he would probably be an all-star this year if he's this consistent, but we're not asking that from him. We're just asking that he comes to a city like ours and gets away from that California team and just kind of plays ball. I think when he was, went to LA, he was asked way too much, and it just kind of, and he couldn't just, focus on playing baseball. And he was just trying to get that, that starting lineup. And Joey Gallo, he has that starting lineup with us, even if he goes through a few games that he's not, hitting much. I think he's, he's one of those players that you're probably going to want. I mean, he's played in Texas, had all those good seasons there, and then ends up going to, what was it again? Wasn't
the Yankees?
Yankees, yep. And so, yeah, obviously the Yankees, they're a bigger team, and it's a hitter's ballpark. I don't know why he didn't really do really good at the Yankees, but I think he's doing phenomenal here as far as just kind of staying up with everybody's hitting well, and Joey Gallo's still hit, and that's where my seats are, right over there. I sat over there yesterday on the second row, 104. They were pretty good seats, and then we ended up going somewhere else, but we ended up going over on the behind home plate, kind of. 14th row.
Like, and as Target Field is 13 years old now, which is crazy to think about. Minnesota, like, we were excited to get outdoor baseball back. But, like, as the years went on, I feel like people have kind of realized, like, why the Metrodome was such a key part in the Twins' success and the Twins World Series. And, like, no shade to Target Field, but, like, playing games in March, early March or late March and early April, and especially that, we're still playing in cold games here at Target Field. And that's why I think, like, the Twins have never really gotten off has never really gotten off to such a fast start,
Yeah.
when it comes to their seasons, because you're playing down in Fort Myers for a couple of months, and then you come up to Target Field and it's 35 degrees and you're playing a day game. That's hard on not just the hitters but the pitchers as well. So I love Target Field. The All-Star game being there in 2014 was amazing.
Yeah, I feel like the Target
And
Field, I think it's a great stadium. I'm glad we got a new stadium, but yeah, I mean we had our World Series in the Metrodome. It's kind of sad that we had to tear that down, but it is what it is. The Vikings wanted a better stadium, and we wanted to get out of there. So
Henry, were
yeah,
your
and
seats like right over here?
for
what's that?
yeah, that's
your
where
seats
you
right
guys
over
were
there?
sitting. Where he's like highlighting it a little bit, yeah.
I was sitting right.
But like,
You were
yeah,
kind of right
there.
over here, right?
Yeah, yep, right there. But then we sat on the right by the point on the first baseline. If you go by the first baseline, like
Kind of right over here.
lower, right there. Nope. Yeah, right there. That's where we were sitting.
yeah, right about there, and on the other side, on the third base side, is where my grandparents' season tickets are.
Yeah, right there.
And
Yeah.
we've
Right
been season ticket holders since 2020.
Yeah.
And being a season ticket holder of the Twins, like it's a lot of fun, getting to do some things that you wouldn't normally do as a fan, get to enter the stadium a little earlier. And like it's a different experience. I mean, going to the postseason in 2019 and being able to feel the rush of what is, postseason baseball. And I feel like Minnesota, like we do have a great fan base, and like the fan base here, it's been a long time since we won a playoff game. I mean, I haven't even been alive to see the Twins win a playoff game. But like this fan base is so hungry and driven to win after winning 2 World Series and 4 years in the Dome and having all those division titles in the 2000s, to go through kind of a rough patch throughout the 2010s, and now we're in this new era here in 2023. It'll be fun to see.
Just launched. Nope. Out of that's the end of the second. Joey Gallo kind of had it was a good swing. You mustered a little bit on it. It's still
pitch was
0-0.
pitch was a little off the plate, caught off the end of the barrel. And like having the Bomba squad in 2019, that team kind of I'm not really gonna say like that team kind of overachieved, but I don't think anybody in Minnesota saw that season coming.
Yeah. Well, it was the COVID year and everybody kind of, right? Or was it 2020?
2019, the year before COVID. Like,
well, what was this shortened season? 2020?
2020. But like, I don't think Twins fans, because like, we made a big splash after Mauer retired in 2018. Made a big splash for Nelson Cruz, CJ Cron, Jonathan Scope. Like the Twins went in and spent, basically all of Mauer's money basically that we gave him.
Yeah.
And I don't think Twins fans, like we were expecting like, hey, there's a chance we could win the division. There's a chance, like this summer could be fun. I don't think we really anticipated that season and we would break an all-time home run record for a team. We won 101 games.
Yeah.
And like that season was like just out of nowhere. And then we go into the postseason, and of course, as Twins fans, you see the Yankees on the schedule. It's like, well, this is going to be rough.
Yeah.
It's going to be rough, but back to like this fan base just driven to win, and it's exciting, being at Target Field during the season and the Twins are winning, the stadium's packed out, and getting to feel that energy of postseason baseball in June. Like, that's what this fan base loves to do, but it's just the Twins haven't done anything in October to keep that energy going.
Yeah.
I feel like this year, we got tons of depth. We got a great pitching rotation right now. If we could just survive the injuries and just look towards the positives of what this team could do, like, why can't the Twins be a top 2 team in the American League and have games 1 and 2 at Target Field this time?
Yeah. Hey, so I guess going back to the first baseman. Just going back to the first baseman, we had a lot of talk. A lot of people have a lot of talk about Alex Kirilloff coming back. I don't know if we're gonna want Kirilloff coming back. I think we're gonna want to keep him in AAA, but it sounds like he kind of wants to be back and playing for the Twins.
Alex, like, the great thing about Kirilloff is he made his major league debut in the postseason.
Yeah.
And he did very well. He played the position in the outfield like he was supposed to. He got a couple of base hits. Like, he did exactly what you wouldn't expect from a rookie.
Yeah.
Especially starting in the postseason. And as he's gone along,
I'm not asking. Do we like Kirilloff because he had a few good at bats? A few at bats in major leagues doesn't really. Yeah, it puts a good name on you, but
like, especially
every
that it
single
was
time I've been watching
postseason baseball.
It's just he's always struggling on hitting, and it's just like his defense is not always there. I don't know. I mean,
and it's here and there, and Kirilloff being a first round pick and having that pressure of at one point him being the top prospect in the Twins farm system. He is projected to be a 30 home run hitter, drive in 100 RBIs, be that slugger in the middle of the Twins lineup for years and years to come. But he's had wrist injuries. And I mean, even before those wrist injuries in 2020 or in 2021, like, he was killing the ball. 2022, he was killing the ball again. And then he just had those wrist injuries and the leg injuries and like,
right.
That can really set a player back.
Yeah. I guess if Alex Kirilloff comes back, we're gonna probably send we're looking at like Larnach going back to AAA and then putting Kirilloff at first and then Joey in left. Is that probably what we would think about doing?
I mean, yeah. It's gonna be tough to figure out what this team is because we just have so many depth. We have so many depth players that could be starting on other teams,
Yeah.
And that's the great thing, like, about this team is we have so many players that even in AAA, we have players that could come up and play for the Twins at any time, especially if a player goes down.
Just like Bailey Ober did last.
Yeah, and it's tough to say, like, if Alex Kirilloff come back, are we gonna have to send down if Miranda keeps on struggling? Are we gonna send down Miranda? Farmer could play third base. Or, is it going to be Trevor Larnach, even though Larnach has been absolutely pounding the baseball?
Yeah.
And, like, that's just the problem is, they say that you could not have too many depth pieces. I think the Twins have found the limit to how many depth players you could possibly have to make it work. But they have, and right now they haven't had as many injuries as we thought. I mean, Byron Buxton running into the second baseman, that was scary.
Yeah.
But for him to come back and play at Yankee Stadium the next day, like, that changes a lot to think about getting this new athletic trainer and how he's handled these players.
Yeah. So we got Larnach, he's leading the team in RBIs, it looks like. And then Gallo has 11. And Correa, he has 8. He's tied with Michael A. Taylor. So, and then the player that's leading with home runs is Gallo right now, and he's only played 12 games, and most of these players have played 20 plus. So, as far as Gallo just kind of staying on top of it when he came back and
and hit a home run at his first at bat.
Yeah, so it's just kind of great that we are seeing players coming back from a small injury and they're still hitting the ball good and stuff. So
now Polanco coming back from injury, which ended up sending down Edouard Julien.
Yep. And Nick Jorden might be going back down, right? Yeah, or he's a bench player. I mean, okay, let's go back to the Edouard Julien. He's born in 1999. His birthday is April 30th, so he's pretty young. I think we'll definitely keep him in the farm system, and he'll be back for sure. I mean, he's down there. He's playing ball.
He's
not
shocked. He shocked a lot of people this year, or in this past year too. He was the Twins minor league player of the year last year. Him coming from low A all the way up to triple A. And like, he has been just absolutely fantastic. And then he plays his first major league game at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, that's a lot. He hits a home run, right?
He got a double and a home run to start off his major league career. That's in the first inning too, getting 2 at bats.
Oh yeah, that's right.
First inning.
Yep. And I guess
and he hit a home run. He hit a home run in Fenway, and still waiting to see when he comes back up to play at Target Field over the summer.
Was he the one that hit the home run?
When he hit his first Target Field home run.
Yeah. Did he hit a home run dead center in Boston?
No, he hit no doubter to right field.
Oh, okay.
I think the distance was 430 something.
Okay. I mean, Michael A. Taylor, he's been hitting the ball well. I mean, if you look back at his
I think he's hit more home runs this year already than he did with Kansas City last year.
Yeah. So let's see. Michael A. Taylor, his career high in home runs is 19, and that was in 2019 or 2017. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So he's kind of the home run hitter, I guess you could say. He can hit the ball, but he really hasn't hit the ball that well since 2021. He hit 12 2021, and then only 9 last year, and he has 4 right now. So I don't know, does he he's pretty much
playing
been consistent on games played, so I don't think we're like that. We're with Michael A. Taylor as if he's going to be playing enough games like Buxton. Michael A. Taylor, he's had a few seasons where he's played more than 142 games. So that's not too big of a deal. So I'm glad that the Twins picked him up.
Yeah. So. And a lot of question marks around him was his bat. And all of a sudden he's muscled up for the Twins and hits 4 home runs for us in the first 20 games. That shows what can happen to a player is coming into a new organization. Some things will change a player, and maybe it's the new coaching staff. Maybe it's just the way that they carry things differently because they are in a new organization that can give a guy more power or gives a guy more of an ability to play multiple positions, to play better defensively. That's what I've seen with a lot of these, players that come to play for the Twins the last couple of years. They find that power stroke that, maybe they haven't had before.
Yeah.
Max Kepler hitting 30 some odd home runs in 2019. He hasn't been able to reproduce that same level of, impact with the home run ball, but he's still been like a very good player, a very good hitter when it comes to hitting home runs, but he's struggled as of late. So now it becomes a thing with Minnesota. What do you do with Max Kepler? Is he a liability, to this team? At a certain point, he's probably going to start becoming a liability.
Yeah.
Michael A. Taylor gets a single, so there you go. Twins have 2 on and nobody out for Max Kepler.
Oh, man. So
here in the bottom of the third.
I was going to bring this up. Max Kepler did not play yesterday. I went to the game yesterday with my sister. That was the only reason why we were going down there, was because Max Kepler. We made a sign for Max Kepler, and he was not there. So
of course,
we'll see if Max Kepler has a good game tonight.
Yeah. And talking about Kepler singles on a sharp ground ball to right fielder Frenchie Cordero. Bases are loaded and nobody out for Carlos Correa.
Oh, geez.
Oh, boy.
So the pitch count for that Brio, right? Is that how you pronounce his name?
Brito.
It's pretty high.
Up to 59 pitches in 3 innings.
Yeah.
Kind of what his start was against the Twins at Yankee Stadium. That pitch count went up so fast, and he couldn't even get out of the first inning. The Twins have found a way to attack this guy very early, work deep into counts, get that pitch count up, and that's a recipe for success. You're going to drive in runs. You're going to hit the ball well. That pitcher's his arm is going to get tired eventually, and he's going to start leaving stuff over the middle of the plate. And I know this lineup is too good to miss those pitches very often.
Yeah. I know one of our discussions during the offseason is that we got rid of that Gio Urshela. Everybody used to everybody loved him. He was a fan favorite. And I'm telling you, I think one of our new fan favorites right now is definitely Michael A. Taylor. He's not our third baseman, but we got Jose Miranda that's kind of been slumping, I feel like, the past 10 games or so. But
and the Gio Urshela trade was very unexpected because I thought he was going to be one of the guys that we were going to keep.
Yeah,
because he played very well for the Twins. He was very clutch as well.
Yeah, well, he hit the first home run in Target Field for last season in the opening day. So everybody loved him from the first day of Twins baseball that last year.
He hit that walk off against the Tigers in August. That sent Target Field into a frenzy.
Really? Yeah, I don't remember that.
And
yeah. Yep, I remember that.
Correa strikes out swinging. Carlos, that strikeout,
let's get on this train, Jorden. I absolutely can't stand Carlos Correa right now. I think we should just put him low in the batting order and just tell him, you know what? If you want to play higher in the order, you got to start having these 3 for 3. 3 for 5 games.
Yeah, and this is what I've said, with being not a big market you can't really just swallow a contract that we gave Carlos. And the contract that we gave him is not bad. With the physicals that he was having with other teams and struggling, the Twins actually saved about $100 million on the contract for Carlos Correa.
That's ridiculous. That's crazy.
And even saving that much, as the Twins, that's very good. You could put that money into pitching like we did with extending Pablo Lopez to a 4-year deal.
And
But
Pablo
Carlos
Lopez
right
is
now,
pretty young.
Yeah, but Carlos, it's been iffy, but we have 6 to 10 years with Carlos, so I don't think we need to panic right now, but it has been frustrating to watch him play these last couple of games. And I mean, that's just what happens to some players sometimes, and you hope that Correa picks it up finally, and we know what he can do in the postseason. Had a very successful time with the Astros, and him in the postseason was just on another level.
Mm-hmm.
Getting clutch hits, hitting big home runs, and doing that watch thing like it was my time, against the Red Sox in 2021. Like that was him just playing in a team that was a super team with some other great stars, but he was the star of that team through multiple postseasons, and that's why the Twins got him, is because if we think we are good enough to get to the postseason, Carlos is going to be a big part of the reason why the Twins end their playoff streak.
Yeah. Hey, just a
and
quick
Polanco's
update.
got a single, which scores 2.
Yep, man.
There you go.
Crazy. Polanco has a multi-hit night now, or multi, 2 games where he's been, helping the Twins out with, contributing.
Run support.
Yep. I like Polanco. I mean, he's healthy now. He's kind of settled in. I can definitely tell he's settled in as a Twin again.
Polanco was one of the guys in the offseason that I did have on the target list for teams to trade, or teams that would try to trade for him, or putting him on chopping block, because he is a very good player. And that's because we had Luis Ariz, and I feel like, at second base, like Polanco, he has played good defensively, but here and there, it's just like, can we really trust him with the amount of injuries he's had?
Yeah.
Can he get back to that all-star level that he was in 2019? And that clutch gene he had in 2021, which probably saved the Twins from losing over 90 games in 2021.
Yeah.
I think he had 5 walk-off hits, 6 walk-off hits during that season. So he was a very clutch hitter for the Twins. And, when it comes to that, he became a fan favorite. Everybody loves him. So trading him or letting him go, that's going to hurt your fan base. And I know when we traded away Luis Ariz, nobody liked that. Until we saw who we got in return, which Pablo Lopez. His stats were a little ballooned last year because he had a 9 ERA facing the Mets in 5 starts. During that year, he had a 9 ERA last year against the Mets. So now not playing the Mets as much will help him. And actually, statistically, I think he was better off against the American League Central than any other division. So now him pitching in the American League Central, that's great. And glad he's with us. And after I think it was 4 starts for him, the Twins saw an opportunity to lock him up and Pablo just wanted to be a part of this team. He was a big fan of Johan Santana growing up.
Oh, right.
And Johan pitching for the Twins, he loved watching him, playing for the Twins. So now that he's playing for the same organization that one of his idols played for, that's got to feel pretty good for him. And now that he's going to be here for 4 years, that's got to feel even better for him.
Yeah.
Byron Buxton got an RBI on a ground out to Brito, who threw it to Rizzo at first base. Kepler scores.
Twins go up
So
0-3.
3-0 Twins. And Sonny Gray, we know he's pitched very well this year, especially when we've given him the lead. This should be smooth sailing for the Twins, at least right now. But I feel like, as this season has went on, and the Twins are sitting 12-10 right now in first place of the American League Central Division, how are the Twins going to fare facing the entire National League? Because now you're playing everybody, right?
Yep.
And I feel like playing the entire National League, that's going to give the Twins more of an opportunity to get away from their division sometimes, because I know sometimes the Royals and Tigers can be a hassle for us, especially even though they are the worst teams in the division.
Yep. So Brito has 74 pitches. He'll be on his so they took a trip to the mound before Larnach gets up. So that last hit that Buxton, he just it came off the end of his bat and just Brito smothered it. It looked like it hit off his bat twice, and it
ping-ponged towards him in a way.
Yeah, did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird hit. It just kind of looked like it was super soft, and Brito was just like, "Oh, it's coming to me," and then he dropped it. So then it was, who's on second?
Trevor.
Wasn't
that is Polanco.
Yeah, Polanco. Well, Polanco.
Trevor.
He was in between first and second, trying to decide if he can advance to second, but he was making sure it wasn't a double play. If Brito caught it, it would have been a double play. So he stayed in between first and second, and then once when it dropped, he advanced to second. But they ended up just firing it over to first, and so Rizzo tried to.
Kepler scored.
Yeah, Kepler scored on that. So Rizzo kind of checked at second and threw it to second to see if he get Polanco. That did not work. So it's 2 outs, 2-2 count to.
And Larnach walk.
Yeah.
Got the count to 3-2 and took a pitch outside. So Brito's at 80 pitches now, and they take another mound visit.
Oh, really?
So now what happens here? Could be a possible pitching change, and there will be a pitching change.
Really?
Greg Wessert is coming into the game for the New York Yankees. So Johnny Brito, in 2 starts against the Minnesota Twins, can't even get through 3 innings.
Wow.
And the Twins put 3 runs up on the board. So I think Brito is going to be happy that he won't have to face the Twins anymore till October, possibly.
Yeah. Man, they're scared of us. Taking their pitcher out. 3rd inning. So when you see pitchers coming out like this, I mean, as a baseball player, do you just think that they're just not playing enough? Like, he's obviously throwing strikes but I mean, if people are getting on, there's usually strikes being thrown where it's just in mistaken locations. But you're pitching that many pitches. I mean, once when you go through a kind of a easier lineup, I mean, he could be a very, very strong pitcher. I mean, what do you think is
Yeah.
pitchers getting those long pitch counts? I mean, you got to take them out because they're just too frustrated. You guys,
And he's a young pitcher. Like I said, he's a rookie, so he's still got a lot of learning to do. And going up against the Twins lineup, who is by no means not the most powerful lineup in all of baseball, but to give up 9 runs against them in Yankee Stadium and then 3 here at Target Field, that's a time for him to learn and to understand, like, I got to make better pitches. I can't let my pitch count get so high, because he's now pitched 3.2 innings against the Minnesota, or 2.2 innings pitched against the Minnesota Twins in his career in 2 starts.
And he's let up.
And he's let up 12 runs.
Yeah.
Is absolutely rough.
That is rough.
But of course, as Twins fans, hey, we'll take it. You get to the bullpen early. For a Twins offense that really likes to keep the pedal on the gas, which we've been used to of lately. That's really good. As we get 1 pitch, and that's the end of the inning, as Jose Miranda flies out to center field.
Oof. Man, you're way ahead of me on my streaming stuff.
I'm using Game Day. That's how.
Game Day.
Yeah. Kind of what? Yeah, kind of like that.
So we're at the end of the 3rd inning, huh?
Yep.
I mean, these games are going a lot faster. I kind of like it because you kind of can be home and you don't have to take your whole day up watching it. But I don't know. I was at the game yesterday, and the total game time was 2 hours and 7 minutes, and it just didn't seem like it was didn't seem like it was a good. I don't know. Just didn't seem like it was a good game, just because of how fast it went. But we won, so I shouldn't be complaining. But
I mean, hey, I've been in attendance for the longest Twins game at the Metrodome, which was 17 innings. And that's over 5.5 hours, I think the total game time was. But, me as being a little kid, like, loving baseball since basically the start of life, right? And, being a little kid, you would think around like the 10th or 11th inning, the game's gone on for over 3 hours, you start to get a little antsy. No, I'm sitting in my seat waiting for the next inning to start like it's absolutely nothing. And, that's kind of like turned into like a thing with me. As I've gotten older, it's like, hey, you can't leave a game no matter what. Like, if your team's getting blown out, like, I mean, hey, you got to stick it out. You're being a true fan. You're watching your team no matter what happens. I mean, unless there's an emergency or something going on with your family, like, I understand that. But as long as you're staying here, you might as well, you paid for a ticket, so you might as well watch the full game, regardless of what happens.
Yeah.
And I mean, both you and me, Henry, saw a crazy game last year against Baltimore.
Yep.
With
And
Buxton hitting a walk-off home run.
And that was George Lopez pitching that game.
Jorge Lopez
let up a single with
Luis Arraez.
And we were in center field. We watched that. And when we were walking down on the 3rd baseline, we got to watch Buxton's at-bat. That was just a crazy at-bat. I never seen an at-bat like that in my life. I mean, Joe Mauer's at-bat. I was at that game with your grandpa and your grandma. That was a crazy game also. That was that wasn't July 2nd though. I think that was like August, and there was maybe 20,000. When we went, I think
Mhm.
it was a full attendance. I mean, that was just really loud. That was
Yeah, that
So-
was a crazy moment. And I remember you and me, like, we're so happy over here that we're like, yeah, have you bought your World Series tickets yet and everything? And,
yeah,
it's here on June 2nd. We're over here talking about World Series tickets.
yep. Yeah. So Aaron Judge, I mean, he's kind of getting fooled by Sonny Gray a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
What are we thinking about Judge? I mean, he's had a lot of home runs so far this year.
Aaron Judge is an absolute monster. I mean, his rookie year in 2017, he honestly should have won the MVP over Jose
Just
Altuve.
how?
And ever since then, like, other than the injuries, Aaron Judge, for as big as he is, he's 6'7", 282 pounds. That's a huge outfielder.
Yeah,
And like, you wouldn't think an outfielder being that big but he has got so much power. He can play outfield better than tons of other outfielders in the game. And I'm not shaming anything on him, but of course he is playing on shorter fences, playing at Yankee Stadium.
yeah,
Even with that much power, he still hits baseballs a long way.
yeah.
And
Our fence at Target Field is 8 feet. It's 8 feet wall from left field to about it's about center field.
mhm.
About by that 403 sign that goes all the way down to oh, so
Judge just got
Judge
a
just
double.
got a double off the base of the top of the base of the wall, almost a home run. So Aaron
Ooh.
Judge will get a stand up double. Sonny Gray, there goes his no hit.
Well,
But that he hits right on top of that 23-foot wall, like we were just talking about. These walls,
yeah.
that wall is 23 feet. I mean that isn't a hard wall to hit over because it's
Mhm.
365 to left center. Uh,
But you can't just hit it on the line. Like, you got to get it up in the air.
oh yeah, you gotta do
And
it,
I
Justin
mean,
Morneau. Hook it.
from being on the field, like, I've been on the field there for Twins camp and stuff like that. Like, that wall is massive.
Oh yeah,
That's a very tall wall, and it's not padded either.
no,
It's a hard wall. So, like, playing that position in right field, you got to realize, is it going to hit that overhang? Is it going to hit off that hard, like the hard part of the wall, and it could kick away from you? And I feel like Kepler's handled it pretty well over his tenure. I know we've had Oswaldo Arcia play there for a couple of years, Jordan Schaefer,
yeah.
some other names that have played for the Twins in right field. That's not an easy wall to get used to.
Okay, who was that guy that played for us for like one season? I remember his last name was Colorado, I thought, but I think we brought this up. I don't remember his first name.
Colorado. I'm trying to think.
I know he was in right for a little bit. Oh, Howard's walking in the field. That was weird. That he was walking out of this green screen.
Yeah, but Target Field, that's a stadium where, like, it used to be a pitcher friendly ballpark. Not friendly for us in a way, because after 2010 it was very hard to watch. But like, that stadium, we eventually got used to playing outdoors, and the seasons got better and better. almost making the postseason in 2015 and ended up making the postseason after losing 100 games in 2017. Since then, it's turned into more of a hitter-friendly park as
Yeah.
these guys have gotten stronger and stronger. So,
I mean, and the wind carries a little bit different target field. I mean, I feel like it just kind of does this little thing, you know. I mean, if you look at the flags too, when you get down there, and if it's windy, look at the flags. I mean, you're always gonna see a little bit of different wind. I feel like it's
and down goes Gleyber Torres. Sonny Gray does it again, getting out of a jam here, and still no runs allowed.
That's crazy.
You love to see it from Sonny Gray. And his ERA is now down to 0.69. That's insane. What is this? His 5th start of the year? And his ERA has been absolutely phenomenal.
You know, that was so funny when we got Sonny Gray. I'm just like, oh, okay, whatever. I mean,
yeah, I didn't think he was going
Reds,
to be like a
whatever.
frontline ace.
Yep. No.
And he's a little bit on the older side too. He's 33 years old. So he's not one of those young son of a guns on the mound. So, but he's been around the league. You know, he's playing against the Yankees for the first time since he's played for the Yankees, because he's been dealing with injuries basically every time the Twins or when he's played with the Reds. And, you know, he couldn't play against the Yankees due to injury. So this is his first time playing against the Yankees since playing with them. And he's been 100%, or I would even say 1,000% advertised for the Twins so far this season.
Yeah. I mean, Emilio Pagan, Chris Paddock, I had really high hopes for them. But it seems like every time they come in, they just kind of like, I mean, Chris Paddock.
Well, here's the thing with Paddock. Paddock's hurt.
Yeah, Paddock's
hurt. And when he pitched, he was good.
Yeah.
He was good. He had some struggles, but it wasn't like...
He seemed like he had a strong delivery every time. It didn't seem like he was, you know, and then he came up hurt, and it just was kind of a sour taste in my mouth. And then Emilio Pagan, you know, he's a lot older than Chris Paddock. And so, you know, somebody like him, keeping him on the roster might be somebody that
home run.
Joey Gallo, his 6th home run of the year.
I don't think it was Gallo.
Oh,
no, it was not Gallo.
Yeah, wasn't it Gallo? It says
Gallo.
It was Gallo. Oh, okay.
Left center field. Oh my gosh, off the top of the second deck and right.
Joey Gallo
6th home run of the year. 432 feet.
Goodness.
30 degree off the bat, and that launch angle.
Wow.
He golfed that. Holy cow. Towering fly.
That's the power that you get with Joey Gallo. Like, he can hit baseballs a long way, but he can also hit baseballs really, really high.
Yeah.
But he just has so much power that it doesn't matter how high he hits it, it's going to get out if that ball is hit in the air and it's got some carry with it.
Yeah, it's probably windy too. I mean, I'm just wondering though, once when it gets hotter, what is Joey Gallo gonna do when it
starts getting warmer, and you know, those summer nights at Target Field where it starts to get a little more humid and baseballs tend to fly further when, you know, it's more humid out. And I kind of know that for a fact, playing down here in Texas. Like, Joey Gallo has been insane. I could have not imagined. I don't think I could have even imagined this start for him as a Twin.
Yeah, you know, you asked me what do you think, Joey Gallo? Are you excited? I said, you know what? I'm just gonna wait and see. I just
Mhm.
want to just wait. I just want to, I remember when he was in Texas and
Yeah, you got to be
he was one of
patient
the
with him.
best. He was one of the best batters in the American League at the time, and I just thought he was such a great player. I'm like, I want him. And here he goes to a couple
Mhm.
teams, and he's been struggling defensively and offensively. It's just like, yeah, you know what? And we got him. It's just like, you know what? It's a fresh start for him. He's in a team that needs help, so he might become like that player that, like if you can't make the
He's
A team, you go to the B team and you're the best player. So it's just a confidence booster, and I think that's what
he's
Joey
been
Gallo
this
is.
team's MVP. You got to think so far this season, he's been this team's MVP.
Well, yeah. I mean, we can't say that quite yet, Jordan. I mean, yeah, sure. All the
Well,
fanboys
yeah,
out there will say
I would say at
MVP.
least at this point, I'm not saying like American League MVP. I'm saying like he's been this team's MVP so far this season, and
Yep.
he's picking up for Correa's slack.
Oh yeah,
You know,
for sure.
like we're expecting Correa to hit very well. I mean, Correa is now batting 208. So, that's not what a start you would want from Correa, but
What did
Gal
Korea end off last year? Like 253 or something like that?
I think it was like 287.
287. Okay, well, Max Kepler, he's 1 for 2 for today. Max Kepler, I mean, he's a lefty. We've kind of came a little bit, empty on lefties. I mean, Nick Gordon's a lefty, Joey Gallo's a lefty, Max is. We got 3 lefties in this lineup. Michael A. Taylor, he's a righty. I just feel like Max Kepler, I just hope and pray that he can kind of just find his niche this year because he's definitely going to need it.
And I mean, I feel like if Kepler can't get back to his 2019 form, he's going to be a free agent, I think, after next year.
Yeah.
So, or after this season, I don't know which one, but there's an opportunity that if you want to trade him.
Michael A. Taylor advances to second on a pass ball.
Hey.
So it kind of bounced off Torres's, not Torres. The catcher.
Trevino.
Yep. Bounced off his knee. Oh, no, it bounced off the home plate umpire his knee. It hit off his knee. It looked like it kind of hit Trevino's planted knee, but it actually hit like the calf.
There we go. Another base hit. Kepler's got a hit.
And so Andrew
So now
Taylor's just gonna hold up at third.
Carlos.
So runners at the corners. So this pitcher, he's gonna be on his 20th pitch of the inning.
We need Correa to come through right here.
Yeah, so Kepler kind of barreled that one up. So
Get
he's
a fastball. Get a fastball middle. Let's watch Correa hit into the third deck. How about that?
Yeah. So Max Kepler, he's 2 for 3.
Oh, and
Correa is 0 for 2. Let's see what he can do.
Correction on Correa's batting average last season, it was 291.
291. So he should be able to get back up there, right? I mean, at least 250. I mean, I'm expecting 300 from him, but just because of his contract numbers. But we all can hope this some good on base percentages.
This is the lowest batting average he's had since 2018.
Yeah. Well, we're talking combined for the whole season. I mean,
yeah.
he's had 8 RBIs. He's gonna knock guys in. I mean, he had bases loaded his last time up. I looked right. Was that last time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So obviously,
And he struck out, but
yep, he
I
struck out
mean,
his first time. So we're kind of hoping that he can deliver here. Every
yeah.
fan at Target Field looks like they're cheering on Correa.
Hoping for a Correa bomb right here.
He has a pitcher. He's throwing strikes. Well, on the corner. 2-1.
Games around the league right now is the Rockies have beat the Guardians 6-0.
Oh wow.
Colorado Rockies 6-0. Profar, Jerkson Profar hit a home run. CJ Crone got a couple of base hits. Good win for them. The Rays are beating up on the Astros 8-3. The Reds have pulled off a comeback against the Rangers. It's now 6-6. Blue Jays are beating the White Sox
sorry about that,
4-2.
Hey, you know, a couple things I've kind of noticed from Carlos Correa's swing in the past few. I feel like these inside pitches, it's kind of stumping him because his launch angle is way too much. Like if he barrels that, yeah, it's gonna go kind of a high. Oh, so Kepler gets thrown out. Kepler gets caught stealing. And so
oh God.
Trevino throws strikeout, throw him out. Was there only one out?
I think there was 2 outs, so it might have been just caught stealing.
So yeah, Correa didn't swing at that. So Correa will come back up at the bottom of the 5th with no out or with no guys on.
And we have a perfect game alert going on right now.
Okay.
Top of the 7th in Atlanta. The Atlanta Braves are up 8-0 on the Marlins. A perfect game going on for Spencer Strider as he will come out for the top of the 7th inning for the Atlanta Braves.
Wow.
So Spencer Strider, who I think won NL Rookie of the Year last year, he's 2 innings away. He's 3 innings away from a perfect game.
Wow.
Eddie Rosario had a 2-run home run.
That isn't a hard. That's kind of a hard order to beat. Because you got
for the Marlins,
it looks like Arise is out. He's not playing. He's on the bench.
Well, I think the Marlins will bring him in if this game gets into like the 8th and 9th.
Yeah, wouldn't that be
a perfect
crazy
game?
if Rise just
they
gets a
just
blue...
walked. They just walked him.
Oh, really?
So there goes the perfect game. Now it's just a no-hitter.
Yeah.
Tigers are beating the Brewers 4-2.
You know what? I love pitchers that can also field.
Yes.
Who was the pitchers that we had that but could not field? I just remember a lot of pitchers when we were younger. I mean, Kyle Gibson, Jose Barrios, those 2 were great at fielding, but there was a lot of pitchers that I just remember just could not field. I guess I'm just thinking, Sonny Gray, he pitched in in a national league, so he had a bat a lot of times. So he's kind of had to do everything. But being in the American League now, he can kind of just focus on pitching. But his fielding doesn't, he turned 2. Was that in the 2nd inning? And he has really good instincts, Sonny Gray. So he'll be playing through the 5th inning, I hope. Only 53 pitches, so a lot better start than last start. DJ is going straight away 3-0 against Sonny Gray. Knock on wood.
It's great to see how
Then he just walked
the
him.
Twins have handled the Yankees this year.
Oh, what? They called man, that was off the plate maybe 4 inches. And they called a strike
called
on
it a
DJ
strike three?
LeMahieu. Oh my goodness, that was crazy. I couldn't believe
Did
that.
they call it a strike three?
Yeah, they called it a strike and they called it, oh man, another strike on the bottom corner. Call a strike. So Sonny Gray's 3-2 count to DJ LeMahieu.
Oh wait, no, it says LeMahieu got a single.
Oh, now he just got a single. Left center or right center. So DJ's on board.
Yeah.
Yeah, that DJ looked back at the umpire. He goes, "Are you kidding me? That was a strike." And here, even I'm a Twins fan. I'm just like, why would he call that a strike? That was at least 5 inches off the plate.
Yeah. And like I've said before, like the Twins have seemed to handle the Yankees very well this season. And as Twins fans, we've grown up always watching the Twins get absolutely killed by the Yankees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Twins haven't won a series at Yankee Stadium since 2014. I mean, like, it's just been hard for the Twins when they go to Yankee Stadium. But when the Twins are playing at Target Field, the Twins just seem a lot more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, why would you swing at that Frenchie Cordero? Jesus.
So
That's
yeah,
now
I mean,
5 Ks for Sonny Gray.
Obviously, the Yankees kind of have a name for themselves. Just everybody thinks the Yankees are so good, even if they have a really bad team. Like right now, they're 13-9. I mean, Twins are 12.
Yeah, they're
10.
which is not bad. I mean, that's better. That's one game better than us right now.
Yep.
But the thing about the Yankees is that they are in such a tough division. And like right now, the Twins, if the Twins were replacing the Red Sox in the American League East, the Twins would be in last place.
Yep.
In this division, even though they're 2 games above 500. So you can be glad that we are in the American League Central.
Oh, geez, yeah. I mean, oh.
We actually have a question on YouTube.
Oh, we got a question.
Your grandpa, Mike Simar. Do you think Joey Gallo likes playing in Minnesota better than New York?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
And I think even my grandpa was kind of skeptical of Joey Gallo at first. And now I can see that he's warmed up to him very, very well. Yeah, I think he likes playing in Minnesota. He played in the Futures game at Target Field. I don't think like a lot of people would remember his name at the Futures game in 2014, but he did hit a home run at Target Field then, and he's played very
well. Turn 2. So Joey Gallo fields it, touches first, and gets over to Correa, and Correa slaps a tag, and so
Sonny
Twins
Gray
go
through 5 innings, no runs.
Good fielding by Joey Gallo, the outfielder, playing first for the Twins, and
Joey Gallo, the outfielder, playing the infielder.
Yeah,
but back to like my question, like and Joey said that when he first signed with the Twins, like he's always loved Target Field. He's always loved the fans here. He loved like everything that has to do with how the organization is run. He's talked to guys like Gio Urshela and Gary Sanchez, with being teammates with them. And he's also talked to Josh Donaldson about how, the Twins organization is. And he heard nothing but great things about the Twins. And I feel like the Twins, even though they're not really that big of a market, they're like the team doesn't really
get that much national attention. But it's good to see like players, talking about what's going on within the organization on another team, saying, hey, this team was very, very good to me and very good to my family. Like the Twins are a family-run organization. It's been for a very long time. The Pohlad family has been running the Twins for a long time. And, it's a family-oriented organization. It's a great, of course, Minnesota being a great place to have your family and stuff, but also if you're a player playing baseball, the Twins are a great organization to start your career out at, or, eventually go to in the future. It's such a family-oriented organization. You were treated like, you were born in Minnesota there.
Yeah.
So I feel like Gallo is just fit right in, and Gallo knew what his game was, and the fans knew it. The fans knew that he could bring some power. He can bring speed. He can run. He can play great defense. He just everything what we expect him to do, he's done 20 times better.
Yeah. So Howard, what do you expect from the Twins this season?
What do I expect?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I expect them to do pretty good. I mean, I'm always a hopeful fan for any of our sport teams in Minnesota. I like to start the season out thinking they're going to win, but I don't really know what I'm talking about with that. But I'm just a hopeful romantic when it comes to sport teams.
You're not hoping to beat the best team in baseball. You're just hoping to go farther.
But I mean, it would be nice to always take the whole
like the
win
Vikings
to get into the postseason is what because I feel like the way that Minnesota sports is like the fans have kind of just understood at this point and been like, hey, playoffs have not really been kind to us, but during the regular season, our teams have been very, very good. They've always been right on the edge of the playoff race or in the playoff race. I mean, the Wild have carried Minnesota.
So Blanco will go down on strikes, drop 3 strikes. Trevino,
multiple playoff appearances. The Vikings having what was a magical season cut short in the first round of the playoffs at the hands of a New York team. So New York's still killing us one way or another. And then the Minnesota Twins, they had some great success in the 2000s, winning AL Central title after AL Central title when it looked like the Twins were going to be disbanded by the MLB. Yeah. And for the Twins to be where they are at right now, and to be in a beautiful ballpark and still here in Minneapolis, and the ownership has tried to listen to the fans and put a winning product on the field every single year. And it has been the last couple of years, except for 2021. But ever since 2018, we've started off the season with a winning record.
Yeah. No, I was thinking as far as a fan that pays attention to game wins and all that type of stuff, but when just a normal fan is just watching football, they're just hoping that we beat the Packers, or whatever. That's worth it right there. I mean, what do baseball fans really hope and pray for the Twins? Do they hope just a good
I think what we hope for is that we win the American League Central. Yeah. Because it just seems like every year the Central's up for grabs. I mean, I remember in the early 2010s, the Twins, they had a good team, but they just couldn't get anything going. But the Twins
Kansas City came up and They
Yeah,
had
Kansas City came up,
they had
but the
7
Tigers-
all-stars and
the Tigers in the early 2010s, they were unbelievable.
yeah, it's so weird. So weird to think about it. I feel like the Twins have always been good. I feel like the Vikings has always been good. Wild have been always pretty good. I just never really in my lifetime that we've really witnessed like the worst team in the MLB. I mean, I feel like maybe the Twins had it 1 or 2
Okay.
seasons where they've
2016 was definitely horrible.
okay. So Larnick will get on it with the infield single, 2 down, and who's
They're
up?
taking a mound
Jose
visit.
Miranda.
Taking a mound visit.
Yep.
Looks like
So
they're
Jose
gonna change
Miranda will come up
pitchers
with
down.
probably a new pitcher. Man, it's so sad to see that Miranda's kind of been struggling. It just seems like
Yeah.
um
I think he kind of needs a reset. Kind of like
Yeah.
what we did to him last year. He was struggling when he first came up to the big leagues. We sent him down for a couple of weeks. He came back and then just all of a sudden
Click.
light switched or
Yeah.
something
So-
switched and
yeah. Do you think Miranda is going to be one of those players that will be better? Obviously, like more closer to past summer, through
yeah.
through June.
Yeah,
and July.
as time goes on, it will be like he will get better. Albert
Because-
Abreu now pitching for the New York Yankees. Albert
Yeah.
Abreu.
Yet yesterday I was watching the players when we were doing the national anthem, and Miranda had his scarf like that, the face shield,
Yeah,
and he was biting it. It was he wasn't having it. It was so cold for him, and so
I
feel
yeah,
like
he
Miranda
finally
does not like
realized
the
he was
cold.
like, I don't like this.
Yeah, so I mean, do you think we could probably once we get Kyle Farmer back, do you think we might just put him at third base and just have Miranda be on the bench for a couple games? Or
Yeah, I think
think that's-
Miranda might get sent down.
well, who's going to be taking his position at third?
Farmer will probably will when he comes back.
Okay, and then
Um,
I guess we'll be are we looking at Carlos Correa being set down and Royce Lewis coming up?
oh,
I'm just playing.
heck no. That's
I'm
too
just
much
playing.
money. That's too much money to be sitting in AAA.
No,
That is way
send
too
them
much money to
reality
be
for
sitting in
once.
AAA.
Send Carlo some reality. You're going to be playing for the Saints.
that is way too much money. That's like us putting Kirk Cousins on the practice squad. That's too much money for it to be sitting there
Yeah.
if he doesn't perform right away.
Too fat. Oh, inside pitch. Miranda scampers out in the box, kind of scared for his life. You don't want to.
Oh God.
So Albert Abreu will be pitching. He has a 1.8 ERA with.
Yeah, dude
12
comes
games.
out of the bullpen, first pitch, almost drills the guy.
Yeah,
Like, come on, the guy's got no control.
he has only four pitching appearances. It looks like. So. It's kind
Well,
of
yeah,
a
you could also
younger pitcher.
like take that because Garrett Cole has been phenomenal for the Yankees
Yeah.
this year. So the bullpen not really being used when it comes for him, when it comes to be his turn on the mound. And Garrett Cole will not play the Twins in this series at Target Field.
Yeah, just looking at that. So looks like
Jose Miranda walks. Love to see it.
nice.
Slots now
Joe
for
Ryan will be-
Joey Gallo. Oh boy.
So Joe Ryan will be pitching tomorrow. That would be a good
Hey.
That'll be a very
We
great
have Joey
matchup.
Gallo. And
Huh. Wow. The ump did not call it a strike, and that was in the zone. So Miranda will take first base. Joey Gallo quickly 1-0. 2 guys on base. I tell you guys,
Let's see. Can Joey do it again?
I don't know.
Can Joey hit another home run?
Abreu, he's still pretty young player. He came onto the Yankees in 2019, and he
Okay.
struck out 47 batters and walked over 25 over 44.
Okay, so yeah, he does have a little bit of control issues.
Yeah, but they say people like him for his really strong fastball and promising secondary pitches.
Oh,
Uh,
secondary pitches. Thanks for the facts, Howard.
3-1 to Joey Gallo. Oh boy. Unleash it,
Jorden, looks like
Joey.
you're on the field right now. How is it looking out there?
Oh yeah, it's looking fantastic out here. Oh, beautiful,
Empty seats,
beautiful.
it looks like.
Afternoon for
Howard,
baseball.
looks like there's nobody at the game right now. What's up with that?
Bases loaded. Joey Gallo walks.
Uh-oh. So Mount visit
Bases loaded.
Christian
for
Vasquez.
Christian Vasquez.
Vasquez.
Once used to be a fierce rival of the the New York Yankees when he
Yep.
played with the Boston Red Sox.
Yep.
Was a World Series champion in 2018.
Oh man. So pass ball is what the ball 4 was, and so all the runners move up in that, just from instant.
Oh,
But
Gene Segura gets a base hit for the Marlins as the no-hit bid ends in the 8th inning.
oh
Dang.
jeez.
So no need for Luis to rise.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised when I saw Gene Segura batting deep, really low in the batting order, because I just remember him being a machine for base hits.
A great part for the Phillies for a really long time. He had to replace Jimmy Rollins. That's really tough to replace. 2-0 to Christian Vasquez already. This guy, like I said, Abreu, he's had control issues, and it's really showing here. He's already got 12 pitches here in this 1 inning.
Yeah, it looks like Vasquez is trying to discipline himself, getting out of the box. Him getting out of the box at that first ball. You guys are.
Ball in the dirt. Nice save by Trevino to make it 3-0. Michael A. Taylor on deck. Be nice if the Twins could put up a cricket number here. Just to strike fear into Yankees fans' hearts.
Send them a message.
There's the called strike there. That would have
Vasquez has hit 55 home runs and
And
219 RBIs in his career.
God.
119?
219 RBIs in his career. 55.
And Christian Vasquez lines out the left fielder Oswaldo Cabrera.
Oh, geez. So
that'll do it for the bottom of the 6th.
Well,
today the the bottom of the 5th. Sorry, not the bottom of the 6th, bottom of the 5th. So we're halfway through the game now. Twins up 4-0. Any guys have any takes from this game so far?
Well, it's kind of a low scoring game, but you got a 4-game or 4-run lead. So I don't know. It seems like it's a kind of control game from the Twins just because Sonny Gray is kind of pitching unbelievably.
I'm watching the video of Joey Gallo's home run. He swung so hard at that ball. Oh my God.
So the Rangers lose the Reds
Wow, the Reds came all the way back.
7. Yeah.
The Tampa Bay Rays are 2 outs away from being the first team to 20 wins, as they are about to beat the Houston Astros.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Sorry about that. I had a question for you guys. What are you guys thinking about the new uniforms this year?
Oh man, I would say
it's sad seeing Luis there in the picture, but I love the uniforms. The uniforms I've loved our jerseys, and these newer ones kind of came as a surprise to me. I didn't think we needed new jerseys.
no, me either.
But I love the jerseys. They're very nice. They're very clean. The Twin Cities. I really thought those were our City Connect jerseys.
Yeah.
But having the Twin Cities across the chest instead of just the Twins on it's a really good connection to Minneapolis and St. Paul.
Yeah.
It's not just the Twins playing in Minneapolis. Like, it's a whole entire territory, especially the Twin Cities. So that's a very nice tribute to that, and it's giving back to the fans in a way by showing the fans basically on their chests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like
Very
the
well
blues.
stated.
I like the blues, but the red just doesn't stick out too much.
Yeah.
They're in the outfield. I don't know.
I love that we brought back the pinstripes.
Yeah, I like the gray. I thought that was the coolest jersey, but the white is really growing on me. The Twin Cities, I actually got our family all a jersey off that EH gate, so it was only $25 a jersey, and then they hit me with that $30 shipping fee. So
good Lord.
yeah,
the
right.
Rays.
So there was a big chopper to Polanco, and Polanco's right there to snag it up. Trevino, he's down 3rd time today, I think.
The Tampa Bay Rays are 13-0 at the trial season, which has broken an MLB record for the best start at home. That is unbelievable what we're seeing from the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah.
I thought the Rays were going to be. I had the Rays being in 4th place in the AL East this year. Because they didn't make any moves. They didn't make any really surprising moves. But it goes to show you, like, the Rays are that one team. They've always been a team of. They'll always switch up the roster every year with trades and like low end signings that doesn't make any sense, but it ends up working out for them.
Yeah, I mean Trevor Story going to Boston just seems like they're not really being helped out with that.
Yeah,
I don't know. There's just been a lot of signings from the past like few years that just don't make sense for the teams. But
like me, like, thinking about, like, who would have thought the 2 top teams in each league right now are the Tampa Bay Rays and the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Oh, I know Pittsburgh. They definitely
think about that right now. Yeah. Like, that is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
We didn't expect this from the Pirates or the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah. So Aaron Hicks, he's visiting Minnesota again, and I don't know. I really enjoyed Aaron Hicks. I mean,
I loved having him when he was in Minnesota, but then of course he went to Yankee Stadium, or he went to the Yankees for big money. And if you guys could send me the link to the live stream, because a couple of people are wanting from me to
Oh, yeah. I'll send you the link.
If I could get a link to the
Yeah,
stream
totally.
but just unbelievable we are seeing from the Tampa Bay Rays. Will they be able to keep it up? We'll just have to find out.
I would say they're definitely gonna end their season with 10 games above 500. I just think, I mean, even if they decided, we're not going to be playing this good, with whatever going down. I'm just saying, if something happened and they just turned to a 500 team, they're still above, they're still 16 games above 500. So if they end up
Yeah.
being a 500 team, they're still, so I think they have a really good, they have a good start,
Yeah.
So I mean, when the Twins, what were we, like 6 games above 500 now?
We're
Or
12 and 10 right now.
Yeah, now so I'm just saying we went to 500 pretty quick now. I mean, it's just kind of scary to see that we could be below 500 team, through this week. I mean, pretty much Wednesday is, our last game with the Yankees, and we're going to be doing a 4-game series with Kansas City. So I mean, it's going to be kind of a rough week, I think. But we got a homestand, so I think we got I think we're going to be able to rest a little bit this week. I don't know. It's just going to be rough though if we continue to lose. I mean, we win one game with the Nationals, and that was Sunday, and that was, we only scored 3 runs, so
Yeah.
so I don't know. It seems like if the Twins score about 5, we're pretty much in the clear, because we really don't let up that many runs.
Yeah.
So
Well, then again, we got to hope that Sonny Gray goes at least 7 innings here, because I don't know how much this bullpen you can really trust right now, as it's been kind of iffy this past couple of games. But Sonny Gray only at 81 pitches into the 6th inning. I really think you can give him one more. If you really wanting to, if you're Rocco. I don't think
trip to the mound.
I don't think they will, but I really think you should at least let Sonny Gray start the 7th. Like the Twins are up 4. You want to kind of give your bullpen a little bit of rest. Let Sonny Gray try to do his best and try to get through this little bit of a small jam here that he's in.
Yeah.
And that's like, Rocco having trust in his players, which he didn't have a lot of last year. And, I think in all of Rocco's years of managing this team, I think this is really the first time since 2019 where he's had trust in his pitchers to go deep into games and, not have to overuse that bullpen.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was talking with my grandpa about that. It's good to see Rocco Baldelli having a longer leash on these pitchers, and it's working wonders. I mean, this is why the Twins rotation is top 3 in all of baseball right now, as Aaron Judge strikes out Sonny Gray, 6 innings, 6 Ks. You love to see it.
Man, he's painting the corner that that away bottom corner. It's just it's nasty.
Staying away from Aaron Judge. Whatever you do, don't try to go inside. Don't leave any pitches over the middle. And every strike he threw, it was further and further away from Aaron Judge, and that's wonderful. That's amazing to see.
Yeah, it's crazy. Man.
So yeah,
So Sonny's gone through 6 innings.
I think he finished with 85 pitches. So I mean, if you really want to,
Oh yeah, give him 10 more pitches. 10 more
Yeah.
pitches. If it's through one batter and he's struggling through maybe 2, take him out.
Mhm.
Give him 6 and.
but I feel like
3
anything past 6 innings from a starter is really, really good because you're saving up that bullpen
Yeah, I think
and having to reuse it.
honestly, we got George Lopez. I think he can be pitching 2 innings, as a reliever, but you never really get that from Rocco. So once we get rid of this Sonny Gray, it's gonna be a nail biter because we're probably gonna put Caleb Thielbar in, and he probably won't have to face the heart of the order. So maybe put Sonny Gray in one more inning, and
Yeah,
then
after
maybe
striking
a
out
reliever
Aaron
will have
Judge.
to throw through the heart of the order. So whatever Rocker really wants to do is kind of up to him. I don't know. Obviously it's up to him, but if it was my decision, I'd maybe put Sonny in one more inning because he's not going to be pitching in a really big order in the next, because he's got rid of, I mean, their order is pretty good, the Yankees, and they got Rizzo, Torres, LeMahieu. I mean, that's still pretty of a big battle. So maybe wait until the Mayhew goes down. But is Jorden still on?
I am back.
Oh, okay.
There he is.
I was like, is Jordan still on?
Lost connection there for a second. Oh boy. That was a little bit iffy. Oof.
No, I was just saying we got what is it again? Rizzo, Torres, LeMahieu in the next that's gonna be 7th inning. So maybe put Sonny Gray through those guys, and then he's pitched enough, so we're not asking him to pitch another inning, but I would love to see him pitch it.
But what a start against his former team.
Michael A. Taylor gets an infield single. I think that's his second. Wait, who got the infield single again?
That would be Michael A. Taylor.
That's his second today's game?
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe so.
That's what I thought.
So yeah, and also like another thing with Michael A. Taylor is his speed. Like he's got tons of speed. And that's why I think the Twins got him again, because it's just like a smaller Byron Buxton,
Yeah.
Maybe not in the power department, but he can still play defense. He's got tons of speed. He's got an ability to change the game with his legs, and that's what you want out of a center fielder.
So his average his rookie year was 205. I mean, he's not like that average batting hitter, but for the Twins, man, I would say he's been pretty extraordinary. I mean, he's playing deeper in the order too, so he's only probably, taking it at bat, not too many times in a game. I mean, you get Max Kepler that's probably going to have 5 ABs this year, or this is 6 AB, so you'll probably have 7.
Yeah.
So
it's good to see the Twins getting through this order, getting guys more at bats, more of an opportunity to swing the bat, hopefully drive in some more runs. So it makes Rocco, think a little bit. Maybe we do give Sonny Gray one more inning.
I'm sorry. This is Max Kepler's third. I was doing 2 + 3 for a second there. This is Max Kepler. This is his third at bat. I mean,
in play outs. Good Lord.
he'll probably have 6 ABs though. I mean, or
I mean,
5.
I don't think he's gonna get another 2 ABs before this game's over. I mean, I don't know.
He'll probably have 5. This one, and then probably one more in the 9th or in 8th.
Did he ground into a double play?
No way. One. Oh, pass ball off. So, that fencing, that netting, saved Max Kepler to advance to 2. That's another thing. That's the second pass ball that's been saved from the fencing, from the net.
And that's another error, or that's the first error of the game for the Yankees. And it's by the rookie shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Yeah, but they had another pass ball though. Didn't they have a?
No, that was it was a forced play. Albert Abreu threw it to Volpe to get Taylor out at second, and then
Yeah.
Volpe overthrew the first baseman.
Oh, okay.
Has Kepler been impressive to you guys this year, or what are your feelings?
No, he's been he's struggled. I mean, he hit his first home run in Miami, which was cool to see, but hasn't really, jumped into a lot of people's minds.
I mean, he's batting 205, same as Correa. Correa's
batting
3.
205. Good.
Honestly, Kepler, I would say he's the same product as most of these players, and most of these players, they've been playing outstanding.
And Correa's 0 for 4.
And Correa struck out again?
No, popped out to catcher Jose Trevino.
Oh, okay. So no advancement on Kepler.
Mm-mm.
So Kepler will stay at second with Polanco up. So Polanco and Max Kepler, they're on the same contract. What that means is they're just playing for 5 years, and they're at, what is it, 75 million, 80 million or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
in play runs.
Uh-oh.
Did Polanco go deep?
Polanco delivers.
Did he go deep?
No, I don't think he did. There's no way.
He might have. It was the first pitch. It was off the corner, so he might have flicked it out to left.
No. I just got, shallow left field. Bad.
Oh, a double.
Yeah, so that sliding or stand-up double.
A
for
double
Polanco.
on a fly ball to the shortstop, Anthony Volpe, deflected by left fielder Oswaldo Cabrera. They ran into each other.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, because there was a fly ball to Volpe, but
No,
it was deflected off the outfielder.
It was left center, or it was shallow left field, and so Volpe, the left fielder came off his glove, and then the shortstop recovered it after he was on the ground. So shortstop just kind of corralled it, got it back in. So Buxton has a runner on second. That's Polanco. Buxton is also 0 for 3. So the two guys that are best friends, Buxton and Correa, they're not doing so hot. They might have probably drink too much during the Wild game.
Exactly. But like, if you guys didn't hear what like Correa and Buxton, because Correa and Buxton did the like opening mic thing for the Wild, before Game 4, and Correa and Buxton, they both sounded like they are already like kind of out of it in a way.
Yeah.
Correa.
So Buxton goes down and strikes again. And
Correa had like
down to the top of the 7th.
Correa had a voice crack saying like, "What's up, Minnesota?" It was like freaking hilarious.
Let's play hockey. Yeah, so
and Buxton's like, it's about to get wild. I just thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
But
I don't know, man. This Buxton kind of scares me.
the Wild having to go to Dallas, play the Dallas Stars in a game 5 tomorrow night.
They could have closed it tomorrow if they would have won.
If they would have won, yeah, they could have closed it. I have a couple of friends that are flying down from Minnesota to go to game 5. I really wish I could go to game 5.
Oh, really?
I would totally go to that game. Oh my God. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I
How
might.
far is Dallas from?
Dallas is like 5 hours away from here.
Oh, geez, yeah.
But like I can get there in like little less than 4 hours because there's usually not much traffic getting out of here. And the
Oh.
stadium is not that far. It's not like in downtown Dallas. So I mean, it would have been cool to go to games 1 and 2 of that series. But game 1, I wouldn't have gotten back here to San Antonio till like 6 or 7 in the morning. So like that would have been quite an issue. Gray is coming out for the 7th.
Ooh, this is crazy.
And he will face Anthony Rizzo. Okay.
So
Rizzo
expected
hit
him to
2
just
home
pitch?
runs against the Twins.
Yeah.
Or the Anthony Rizzo hit 2 home runs against the Twins, and the Twins' 11-2 win over the Yankees.
Yeah. So I'm glad that they put Sonny Gray in this matchup with the Yankees because I think he was scheduled to play the 3rd game of the Washington series.
Yeah,
So,
and then they pushed everything back with Boston because Kenta couldn't go.
yeah.
So that gave Sonny Gray an extra off day. So it ended up working for him to pitch against his former club in the Yankees. And so far, he's been absolutely perfect.
Yeah. So are you expecting just a couple outs from Sonny or I mean
I'm hoping he gets through the 7th. If he can get through the 7th without giving up a run, he's gonna get a standing ovation by Twins fans.
Oh yeah.
And
9,000.
I think like no matter how many people or no matter what he does this inning, and when Rocco comes to take him out and Anthony Rizzo grounds out to second and Polanco throws it over to first, there's 1 out in the 6th or the 7th. I feel like when Rocco goes to take him out, whenever it is, he will get a standing ovation, or if he gets through this 7th inning, he'll get a standing ovation coming off the mound. This is what we were hoping for from Sonny Gray tonight.
Yeah.
Is him keeping the Yankees off balance and
Yeah. Hey, question. Do you think that the college, do you think they should add the bases, like the size of the bases? Because I just feel like once when you go to the major leagues, it should be harder. Everything should be harder.
Not really, because like, hey, I'm about to play college ball. I would not like anything to change right now. So like, I mean, I don't know.
Well, I just kind of thought of that just because Joey Gallo, he had his foot over first base, and usually first basemen they put their toe on the edge or whatever, and so back then with Joe Mauer days, if you put your foot on the bag, anybody would just clamp down on your foot.
Anybody could like step on your foot or
whatever. Well, I mean,
I've had that
there shouldn't be a reason
I've
for
had that
anybody to
happen to
step
me
on their
here in
foot.
high school.
Yeah.
I've had that happen to me in high school. It is not a good feeling.
Yeah. No, I've tripped over first base, but I've never gotten stepped on. I'm usually smart.
Gleyber Torres goes down looking. 7 strikeouts for Sonny Gray.
7. So he had, was it 10 or 13 strikeouts in opening day?
And Sonny Gray with that out has now passed Shohei Ohtani for the league lead in ERA with a 0.63. Way to go, Sonny Gray.
Man,
And Sonny Gray's at 95 pitches. I mean, if he can get through this at bat with possibly less than 100
oh,
pitches.
got him looking. He painted that top outside corner. Man, that
It's a
was
sunny day in the neighborhood. Yes, it is. It is definitely a sunny day in the neighborhood.
was
Yeah, Sonny. I'm just loving this by Sonny Gray.
Hey, I was gonna ask you, where is Gary Sanchez?
Gary, he's not on a team right now.
He isn't.
Yeah, I think he's playing back in his home country right now. I might be
Okay.
wrong.
Because I heard something about
But
him like
yeah,
taking
he's
like
not
a
on the
minor league deal or something with a team.
Oh, I think he might have taken a minor league deal.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, in some ways, I wish we just kept him, and then maybe put Jeffers in a rotation. But when we got Vasquez, I'm just like, okay, you know what? I think that's okay. But I just we getting rid of who was it? Garver. Then we got Kyle
Yeah.
Calefera or whatever you call him, and then we traded him for Gio and Gary. Just seems like that trade was worth nothing now, a year later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I mean,
Yeah.
we what did we get on that
I mean,
trade?
it was still good to see us. It was still good to see us
Yeah. So who do we
trade
get for
away
that Gio
Donaldson.
Rochelle trade? We just got Kyle Farmer and like who again?
No, Farmer didn't come from that trade.
Oh. So how do
I
we
think Farmer came as a free agent.
okay.
We got. I think we just got prospects, and I don't know the names of those prospects. From my friend Sensational here in the chat, he says Gary is currently on a minor league contract with the San Francisco Giants. So
Okay.
there you go.
Yeah, it seems like those players nowadays that strike out way too much, they just lose their value. Even though they homer a lot or I mean, it's just funny though because Gary Sanchez did lead the Twins with the doubles,
Yeah.
So it just kind of I was just kind of awkward. This just seems awkward that we just get rid of him like that, and then now he's
My grandpa says as an extreme Twins fan, I really want them to beat the Yankees in the playoffs. I'm pretty much think everybody in Twins territory wants to beat the Yankees in the playoffs.
Yeah, come on, Mike. We all know that.
The Twins acquired minor league pitcher Alejandro Dalgo
Just right now.
in exchange for Gio Urshela. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just now. I was like, wait, what?
No. So Sonny Gray's
I was
on
like, wait a minute, what?
105th pitch.
Sonny Gray's over 100 pitches. Holy crap.
Yeah. It seems like right now
I mean,
I'd
it's
be taking
been a
him out,
long time.
yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen a Twins pitcher go over 100 pitches.
Yeah, I know. Well, we'll see.
Sonny Gray deserves it.
Strike three, got him. Or no, that's strike two.
It was a foul ball. I mean, he's went through this Yankee lineup with relative ease. Oh, don't lose your control now. Izzy throws a curveball that almost killed a man in the ankle. Let's not lose your control. And got him. 8 strikeouts.
from Sonny Gray. 7 innings pitched.
What
8
performance?
strikeouts. What a performance. The MLB's ERA leader continues with his dominant performance. And that's crazy to say that we have the best pitcher ERA-wise in baseball right now. Sonny Gray, what a performance against his former club. This is the first time he's faced them since he left them, and because he's been injured for so long, and for him to do that against the New York Yankees is got to be very special for him.
Oh yeah. So that will be it for Sonny Gray.
Most likely.
So
that'll definitely be it. So now I expect Jorge Lopez to come into the 8th, or Duran. We'll get Lopez in the 9th. Whoever we go with, should be a good choice. But unbelievable.
I think we're gonna just put Griffin Jackson and then Caleb Thebar.
Griffin Jackson. After what he did that last time, I don't know.
No. Looking at the stats here, I think we're gonna just put that Moran in.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, that Moran game, that
a 1-2 punch of Sonny and Pablo is elite. Yeah, and those two starting pitchers, now I know this is so early in the year, but I really trust this pitching staff, this starting rotation in a postseason series. Because I know Sonny and Pablo can each go 7 innings, and they have been both very dominant this year.
So you're talking about Jorge Lopez,
yes.
Yeah. You're saying he can start as a starter?
No, Jorge. I'm saying Jorge's coming out of the bullpen now for us. I think.
Yeah. Okay. You're not saying maybe try to start him.
No, I was saying Pablo Lopez.
Okay,
is a
sure.
1-2.
Yeah, that's one question. Okay, you got a really good pitcher, right? You got Pablo Lopez.
Over 100 pitches last year. None of our pitchers managed to do that. Yeah, Rocco let him go. I believe Rocco may have asked him before the innings, said like, "Hey, are you good to go?" And he said, let me take the ball again. I need to pitch this 7th inning.
So Joe Ryan and Sonny Gray, they were all smiling in the bullpen, and they were kind of looking, just like, man, yeah, they were just happy because I think they're just kind of just happy that they're in a team now that they could probably pitch deeper. And I think
Sonny Gray said before this season, he feels really confident that this starting staff is going to go very deep into games. Like, he's confident that this starting rotation will pitch 6.
That is so
7,
funny, though, Jordan. That is so funny. Last year, I would say the best pitcher we had was Joe Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
And I think now we have like 3 pitchers above Joe Ryan. But the thing is, though, Joe Ryan still is a product that we all seen last year. So props to our starting pitching. It's just crazy. It's crazy how far it's just kind of, we're only 20 games through. I mean, we'll know once we're about 110 if we're actually going to be good in the postseason. Because once when August rolls around, we'll know. But obviously, we got to have.
I don't want to say anything right now, but Cy Gray, why not? Sonny Gray, this has been what I think Twins fans were looking for, a true pitcher that could go deep into games. That's why we traded for Pablo Lopez, to be able to be that guy to go deep into games.
And then we see here Sonny Gray pitching 6-7 innings every time he's gone out there. Pablo Lopez pitching 6-7 innings every time he goes out there.
So
That's something that you can really like. That is something that you can grab onto.
Yeah.
Being able to relax and let your pitchers work, and they go deep into games. Your bullpen is staying locked in and ready to go.
yeah.
That's
So
a
the
recipe
inning's
for
over.
success in the postseason.
The inning's over, and I was just going to show you guys my signed baseball from Jose Miranda.
Hey,
Pretty good guy, I tell you. There was a couple of people from his country, I think Puerto Rico or Puerto Rican.
he's from the same country as Carlos Correa, so yeah,
Yeah,
Puerto Rico.
yeah, Puerto Rico. And there was some guy waving a flag, and so he came up and signed it, and his jersey, I think, of Miranda's. And so he signed that, and I said, "Hey," Jose, come, can you sign?" And he goes, guy comes up, he goes, "Yeah." So I give him the ball, and he
Yeah.
signs it. And I said, "Thank you, thank you." And I got the ball back and I said, "Go get a home run." And ever since then, he's kind of been slumping. But great guy, a lot shorter than I thought he was. I mean, I'm 6 foot, and we were on cement, and it looked like he was like this on me. So I don't know. It kind of looked like
I
he
think it
was
may have
short.
been just the wall, but we'll let it slide there. But
What's that?
I think it might have been just how higher up you were on the wall, but we'll let that slide.
Well, it says Jose Miranda 6'2".
Holy crap. I mean,
He's not 6'2".
I'm 6'2". The heck?
I don't think Miranda's 6'2". It looks like he's like 5'10".
Yeah. Oh, Griffin Jacks is coming into the game for the
Yes,
Twins.
let's go.
Oh boy.
We're in a 5-run lead.
Hey, no run lead is safe when you're playing the New York Yankees, okay?
No. But 2 runners on a home run. It's
Me and my mom, like we were watching the game against the Yankees at Yankee Stadium, and we're up 9-0. And I look at my mom and I'm talking to my mom, and my mom's like, you can be all happy as you can be, whatever you want, but I am not happy until it says final and the Twins win, because the Twins have been known to, that
good
was in
stuff.
the zone.
Yeah. Well, I think Griffin Jacks can do his battle, because with a lead like this, he can have confidence. I hate those pitchers that don't have confidence and they're just pitching around, and it's just kind of and then you end up giving 2 walks up, and now you don't have out. So
And now you got to actually pitch, and then you leave a fastball or something middle of the plate, and it's a 1-run game. All of a sudden, it's like,
exactly.
Oh, great.
So I just hope he can just kind of attack the zone as much as he can, and he has a good fastball and
Good fastball, good off speed. Has a plus changeup. Yeah, he's got a good repertoire here, but
it looks like there's gonna be 1 out. Miranda, he drops it. I'm watching it live. Obviously, it kind of is a little bit different, just because the at bat is ahead, but I'm trying not to look at it. But I know whatever I see.
And he's got a really good sweeper as well. Pitch going side to side.
Jeez. Miranda basket catch, and he couldn't make it. So, man, you had to travel long ways to try to track that one down. He was
And then Oswaldo Cabrera grounds out to second baseman Polanco, and is out number 1 here in the 8th.
Man. That's like the 5th play that Polanco gathers and fires to Gallo. We've seen that a lot today. opposite
And we'll
field
see that
hits.
a lot this season until Kirilloff is fully healthy.
I'm sorry, that
Um,
was a lefty. That was an opposite field hit, but it seems like there was a lot of hits going to Polanco tonight.
Yeah. And Polanco has made his plays. He's done what he's wanted. Oh, and there's a sweeper off the plate that gets put in play for a base hit.
So Jose Trevino is up.
How in the world do you hit that to center field? That is a pitch outside of the zone. How do you?
Yeah. Yeah, it
Jeez.
looks like when Griffin gets ahead, he really does pitch around and that. Hey,
I mean, that's okay when you're ahead in the count,
yeah.
especially when you already have an out. And again, when you have a lead, you can try to use more off-speed pitches, try to catch them off guard.
Yeah, see
But
that hit right there. That's what high school
high school
batters have to
baseball
learn
is-
how to do.
yeah.
Because if you can't learn how to hit those, you're really gonna have a
I
hard time
mean,
in high school.
hitting pitches off the plate is hard to do, and especially to send it right back up the middle. Like,
Yeah, yeah. No, I just think you
and
gotta have fast hands in high school because these pitchers are, they're throwing pretty fast, but they're not always accurate. So, but you gotta get on base and you can't just wait for a walk. And I just seems like it just seems like if you're waiting for a walk, you're not a good ball player. I mean, yeah, you would be if you're an MLB player and on base percentage helps out
yeah,
a team
hey,
a ton. So
I'm fine with
obviously,
being a PO as long as I get to play in college.
yeah. I was trying to stay a little positive for that Trevino.
Yeah,
So Griffin,
there's
Aaron
another
Hicks,
sweeper there, and it's an out. Okay,
so two
pops out
outs.
to first baseman Joey Gallo in foul territory. Is Aaron Hicks. So that goes back to the top of the Yankee lineup. And Anthony Volpe, the rookie for the New York Yankees. Like I said at the beginning of this show, I said Volpe being a kind of a leader for this team, and also him having to fill the shoes of now being the first rookie shortstop to play opening day for the Yankees since Derek Jeter. So being able to live in Derek Jeter's shoes, that's gonna be hard.
Yeah,
Especially those Yankee fans can be really tough. We know that with Joey Gallo. As Volpe singles on a line drive to right fielder Max Kepler. So he just went with that pitch. See, that's what you're supposed to do with an outside pitch. See, Trevino got lucky because with the shift, he hit it up the middle.
so
But Volpe took an outside pitch and
Jax is gonna
drove
have
it
to
the other way.
play with Aaron Judge, and
And now you have Aaron Judge with the runner on. I mean, if this was a 2-run game, I'd be a little more worried. But, you know,
one out.
anytime, I think anytime Judge is up, no matter what, it gets a little scary. As he
Yeah,
just threw a sweeper nice and inside, right where Judge likes it. Not Thank God
yeah.
he fouled that one off.
So you're not gonna want to walk Judge. No, it's a 1-1 count to Judge.
No.
So Jax, he's kind of pitching around. It looks like for Judge, he's not really attacking much. But I mean, if you can try to go through Judge, or
I mean, I would pitch around Aaron Judge. Hey, like
then you're
Aaron
gonna have to
Judge,
face
former
Rizzo,
MVP.
and then ninth inning you're gonna have to face DJ, and that's still
Hey,
hard.
but Judge does swing at a lot of pitches out of the zone. So,
Yeah,
as long as you can. But now he's got a 3-1 count on Aaron Judge. This is not good.
yeah.
One swing of the bat, and it could be a 2-run game just like that.
Ooh, that's full count. Called strike.
Whoa. Okay. We'll
That was
take
low.
it.
Yeah,
We'll
that was
take
low.
it. But We'll take it. 17 pitches for Jax. He struggled a little bit in this inning, but fouled it off. Middle with a sweeper. You cannot do that. You are lucky he fouled that one off. Batter calls timeout. So Judge taking his timeout.
Oh, called strike. That Griff, I just watched that from live. That Aaron Judge. That was pretty okay. Another foul going on the 8th pitch of this at bat.
Another foul ball. Oh boy. He's throwing these sweepers like middle up, middle in. I mean, Judge missing these pitches. He doesn't miss it. He does not miss those pitches very often. So,
yeah,
catching Aaron Judge at I wouldn't say a bad time, but a good time for us. Because one of these pitches that he's thrown here would have been gone to St. Paul.
Okay, so we got.
Aaron Judge, in play, no out, so run does not score.
So we're gonna face Rizzo.
We're gonna face Anthony Rizzo with the bases loaded. Oh my!
Oh, I see. Oh, in play, no out. Oh, I thought there was an out.
On a throwing error by Jose Miranda.
Oh, geez. So
now you got Rizzo.
Oh no! No, Joey Gallo stepped off the bag. It looked like it was kind of a offline throw, but a strong throw. I mean, probably could have gathered it a little bit better, maybe.
I mean, it's Aaron Judge. Like, he's not
that fast.
He's a big guy. He's not that fast.
Ooh,
gotta be able to make a throw.
Gallo, if you put his he tried putting his glove back and trying to tag Gallo's feet.
Or
so
Judge's
Jax
feet.
will be facing Anthony Rizzo's with the bases loaded. Rizzo is 0 for 3 for tonight.
This is scary because we know Rizzo's power, and
yep. I would
Griffin Jack
away.
He's had issues, and he's having some issues again.
Strike 1 to Anthony Rizzo. Strike 2. Rizzo's going down quickly 0-2.
If you guys like these streams and want to see more, please definitely like.
Oh yeah, send a like. So
I like
Griffin is really attacking the zone. Okay, strikes out swinging. Rizzo.
Oh my God.
So Yankees will strand 3 on the bases, and we're going to the bottom of the 8th. So Griffin Jax really attacks the zone on Rizzo and gets him
that
chasing.
Was scary.
Yeah. So Trevino, Volt, and Judge gets left on. That's not really good for Rizzo because he could have made it quickly.
He could have made it a 1-run game.
He did that that sweeping curve inside, so that was pretty gutsy, but it came out of the
Rizzo swung through it.
Yeah. So
now it's Christian Vasquez, Michael A. Taylor, and Max Kepler.
Yeah, so that was a really great outing by Griffin Jax by keeping his composure and staying in it.
I mean,
you don't see that.
You can't struggle like that. And pitching around some guys, you got to be able just to bear down and get those 3 outs. I mean, he got the first 2 outs pretty quickly, and then it was just like things started to unravel, and you can't have that sometimes. Got to be able to just make those throws or make those plays. If you're Miranda, got to be able to just fight through those innings.
Yeah.
And to have the bases loaded, we're lucky we came out of it with no runs scored.
So Jimmy, who's pitching?
Jimmy Cordero will
Okay.
replace Wandy Peralta as we get ready for the bottom of the 8th inning.
So you think we're gonna be seeing Jorge Lopez, or are we thinking maybe
I think we're getting Jorge Lopez because Duran pitched
last night?
yesterday.
Oh, look,
So
people, they're in the stands, all bundled up. Tomorrow will be about 50 degrees, so maybe more.
maybe you see some
be on the-
t-shirts and pants. There's a raccoon walking down the street. It's fantastic.
Hey, down by your place?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I just watched a raccoon walk across the street. Okay, so and just like that, one play, and we have an out here already.
Oh, so Vasquez goes down. He's retired.
Grounds out to first baseman Anthony Rizzo. So I mean, we're hitting the ball. It's not like we're striking out a ton, except if your name is freaking Carlos Correa
Yeah.
and or Byron Buxton, but we're putting the ball in play. We're making the Yankee defense work.
No, I just forgot. I didn't even do any of my Sanchez streaks today. I better.
Oh, you might want to do that. Uh, I mean, the Minnesota Twins. I mean, we wouldn't have this lead right now if it wasn't for how Joey Gallo has played for the Twins so far this season, and seeing how the Twins just kept on fighting, kept on wanting to add more runs. They did not leave the Yankees a chance to try to shut down the Twins' offense. Every time they had a runner in scoring position, we found a way to bring that runner home.
Yeah.
And now, of course, here we had 7 amazing innings by Sonny Gray. And that's where we stand right now, with it being 5-0 Twins against the New York Yankees. And after this series, we will not have to see the Yankees again till October. So you love to see it. Michael A. Taylor lines out to center fielder Aaron Hicks. And we also play the Houston Astros one last time in Houston. And
So
then again, we won't have to play them again till October.
Huh. So wait, we played them already this year?
Yeah, we played them out. They were our home opener. The Astros were our home opener.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, they were home opener, and Alex Bregman kind of took a couple of shots. I think he kind of had some good pop.
No out. Max Kepler has a 3-hit night.
Wow. So Max
Kepler singles on a sharp ground ball to right fielder Frenchie Cordero.
So it looks like Moran and Lopez will be resting the bullpen. If I was Rocco, maybe I put Moran, let Lopez sit, and we got the 5-run lead. Maybe Moran can get that.
There we go. Correa watching a ball inside instead of swinging at it. Love to see if Correa could tack on a little insurance here, as he's 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts.
Yeah.
He has
been score from first to third, unless Correa can send.
Correa's batting almost 200. That is terrible.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of players that just play way better in the in the warm heat. And I think Correa.
Yeah. And
Uh,
hey, that's why
Correa
Correa played in Houston for quite a while.
yeah, I
It
think
was kind of the same thing last year too. Correa got off to a slow start, and then it started warming up,
Correa
and we
swinging for the
seeing
fences.
started
Holy
seeing
cow. Correa
started
was
seeing
almost on
Correa
the pitch and kind of
hit that.
sorry. Correa kind of swung and a miss, but swing and miss, but geez, that he was almost on that pitch. He's kind of keeping his launch angle kind of
Max Kepler, even with the 3-hit night, his batting average is now 222.
okay.
Oh, in play runs. Uh-oh.
That's a
That
home run.
That pitch looked really, really nice.
Yup, that's a home run. That's a home run.
There's no way.
There's no way that Max could be able to score from first with
Unless Correa blasted it into
home run.
the
Oh no, it's off the wall. Off the wall. That right fielder missed
Correa triples.
Yeah, Correa triple.
Whoa.
Wow.
Carlos Correa got a triple.
So that doesn't really happen very much. So Correa will keep the night with a little bit more insurance. So man, I guess
So yeah, I don't think we have to use Duran or Lopez. Honestly, I wouldn't use either one of them tonight. Save them for
Jackson back in.
I mean, yeah, he could go, but after what he just did in the first inning. Oh, if Correa was hustling, it could have been an inside the park home run. We know Correa.
I don't know. That ball
Correa is not the fastest player. He's a big guy, so those legs are.
How much speed does Correa have in MLB The Show?
MLB The Show, I think he has like 49 speed.
No, that's bull crap. He at least has 65.
No, he's not that fast.
He's not slower than JD Martinez.
I mean, hey.
I think JD back in the day had like 32, I think, but I'm just playing.
I remember
How much
trying
does
to
Polanco have? I know that
JD, I think Polanco has like 75 speed, something like that.
Well, doesn't Kepler have like 80?
Buxton has like 89 speed. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Buxton doesn't have 90 speed. What kind of bullcrap is this?
Oh, 89?
Yeah.
Jeez. That's kind of dumb. Well, he doesn't steal a lot, and he only triples maybe.
Yeah, he doesn't steal that much anymore. He's not playing in the outfield as much. He doesn't run the bases, as hard. And Polanco strikes out swinging.
Well, Polanco had a 2 for 8. He had a good game last night. Tonight he contributed. It's just that Buxton, he kind of gives me a little nail biter. I mean, he got an RBI.
It's good to see Correa get a triple. I think that's his first triple since 2018, I think.
No way. So
it's been a while. It's been a while for Carlos. I could check here. And Giovanni Moran is coming in for the Twins to pitch the 9th inning.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's okay. I think keep Lopez ready for next tomorrow game because we might have to put him in after
Lopez and Duran.
I think maybe
for
Joe Ryan, Lopez, and then Duran game probably tomorrow, and then
at least it's not Emilio Pali gone.
I kind of say like
6 runs.
I kind of say
you would think 6 runs should be enough to win a ball.
Yeah.
Giovanni Moran has a 7 ERA. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Hey, and it's his birthday. Whoa.
No, really?
Wait. Is it Pagan's birthday or?
No, his is
Moran's
base.
birthday.
Moran. Yep,
Uh.
it's his birthday today. Moran, it's his birthday. So
Wow. Oh
Moran
no,
get
okay. Correa did have a triple in 2022. Okay.
okay.
Correa did have a triple in 2022. Okay, good.
Ah,
He's averaged at least one triple a season. His last year where he did not record a triple was 2020.
sure.
Of course, in the shortened season.
Okay.
Yeah. We are 3 outs away from a Twins win at Target Field and a chance for the Twins to extend their lead in the American League Central Division. With the Guardians' loss right now, the division lead sits at a game and a half. Every time the Twins could extend this division lead early in the year is really going to help out because I know Cleveland will eventually break out and they're going to start
So
winning some ball
Moran,
games.
he struggles on lefties, and his righty he kind of sends a message.
So this is kind of like, I would say, an alarm for the Yankees here because a loss here puts them 3 games above 500 and they'll be 7 games back of the AL East. Or 7 games back of the first place Tampa Bay Rays. That is tough, especially when the Baltimore Orioles have been winning, the Blue Jays have been winning. They're falling out of the race. Now, seeing the Yankees and Red Sox at the 4 and 5 of the division, I thought I would never see the day. To see those two teams right where they are.
Ooh,
So,
so Moran throws a wild one, that third pitch there,
oh, good.
or the fifth. I don't know, that was the third. So DJ LeMahieu will come up.
And he
on.
lost. Moran, don't make this game more interesting than it needs to be.
So I think he just has to get balls in the strike zone. I think that's his weakness right now. I mean,
Yeah, just there we go. There's a called strike on the inner half of the plate on LeMahieu. So he'll face LeMahieu, Cordero, and Cabrera
you know what?
right now.
I said this about Nick Gordon. Nick Gordon could probably be one of the best players we have.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that about Moran. He could be one of the best pitchers we have.
Yeah.
If we have a couple guys that are, hurt.
In play, no out. Oh my god.
So
It's
too bad.
unraveling.
Okay, I'll be getting Lopez rested up because DJ
singles on a sharp ground ball to the left fielder. Now there's 2 on and nobody out.
Okay.
And Isaiah Kiner-Falefa replaces Frenchie Cordero. What the? So you just took out power and you put in contact. Okay.
Face Kyle Kalafa and then send
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, legend. He was for hours. But it was funny because I was on his Twitter when he signed with the Twins, and he posted a video on his Twitter of him making a really nice play against the Yankees. And he's like, "Hey, Twins fans, I know you really want to beat up on the Yankees, so I'm here and ready to help you guys do that." And in the bottom, it's a video of him making a really nice play against the Yankees. And then, like 20 hours later, the tweet is deleted. And it's him saying, "Oh, I'm so excited to play for my favorite team, the Yankees." I'm like, what the frick?
Yeah, so man, I
There's
thought
the
he was
ball
gonna
in
be a
the
twin,
dirt.
sure, but I was like, I just can't
And
see it.
now Jorden is warming up.
This is something we shouldn't see when you're up 6-0. Exactly. Having Jorden warm up.
Yeah. Gotta pitch fast, Moran.
And Moran can't find the zone. Oh, there we
He's
go. He
pitching
finally
too
found the
slow,
zone.
but that's one thing with a lefty. If you pitch too slow, you ain't gonna get any. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So 93 up in the zone, like, yeah.
Oh my God. Ball 3-1. Moran.
Yep, send him. Take him out.
He's gonna end up getting DFA'd. This is unbelievable. And he walks. He just loaded the bases. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. What in the world? Okay, so Rocco. When the Twin
Rocco.
fans don't want this pitcher in, you don't take him out. What's up with that?
I get it. We're up 6-0. You
Or what?
don't want to use freaking Duran right now, but that might be the best opportunity for us to win the game because now Trevino and Aaron Hicks, you have the bottom of the order due up. This is the time to get these 3 outs. You do not want to get back to the top of this Yankee lineup.
No, you definitely don't. Definitely do not want to face top of the order.
Judge.
No way.
You know, I think Stanton's hurt right now, so at least that's something.
Yeah, okay. That's a plus.
I mean, not a plus for baseball, but I mean, it's a plus for us right now.
So I think
Oh.
Vasquez, I think he just doesn't want to frame up the pitches for Murray. He don't want him. You don't like him.
Ball in the dirt. Oh my God.
All right. Let's keep our composure.
He's already lost his composure. There's a swinging strike. Okay. A triple play would be nice
Everybody would say that.
because clearly the Minnesota Twins can't go one season without turning a triple play. So
It'd be a
let this
good
be
time
the
for it.
time.
Uh,
Ball just off the
for
plate.
all I know, there goes the shot out.
16 pitches, 14 balls. Oh my.
Yeah, he got pitch strikes.
It's 3-1. Oh my. How?
Okay,
How can you be this bad?
I would tell Rocco, put Moran in for the first 2 batters. Whatever he does with them.
Well, they
Hey,
have to
see if he
face
got on
3
that.
batters. They have to face 3 batters.
What?
They have to face 3 batters. Oh, in play out. Oh, triple play. Come on. Come on. Well, the infield's playing in, you know that, so they're probably going to go to the plate first.
Oh yeah, I hope so. Okay, so
I'm waiting to see what happens.
called strike.
I'm scared. It says in play outs. Oh, the
this is
Yankees
fly.
scored.
Yeah, sac fly. Rounds out first baseman.
Oh,
1 down.
so it was a fielder's choice. We only got 1 out of that.
Yeah, Miranda should have fired over to first because you got a slow. Who was on
in
that?
play outs? This might be a double play.
Oh, that
Come on.
Cabrera. Whatever.
Trevino flies out to left fielder Larnick in foul territory. Okay.
Miranda gets that lead runner out, and then it's
1 more out, and it's Aaron Hicks. Please. Just get this last out.
So Trevino flies up to left center. Foul territory.
Moran needs to be sent down. You can't pitch like this over and over again and expect to be in the majors. This is terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, it takes him to give up a run to start throwing more strikes. That is outrageous.
Yeah.
It should have been a 1-2-3 ninth inning. The Twins should have won 6-0.
Yeah. I mean, this
And
is
now they call a
why you
pitch
put
that is
Miranda
off
in
the
these
plate.
positions. Hey, you got a lead. You should have confidence. Throw some strikes. Attack
The
attack
home plate umpire felt bad for Moran. They gave him a pitch off the plate.
Aaron Hicks
Jesus.
down.
I'm a Twins fan and I'm unhappy with that call. Hey, you can't give a dude a strike like that when he's been pitching terribly.
Yeah. So
There it is. Aaron Hicks strikes out swinging. Twins win.
So, all right.
There
So
you go.
we're 1-6.
Twins win 6-1. They beat the New York Yankees. And of course, Aaron Hicks being the final out of the game.
So
Why
Miranda
not?
gets a save. Moran gets a save. So that's
Moran actually would not get a save because it wasn't 3 runs. It has to be a 3-run game.
oh, really?
He'll get a hold though. He'll get a hold. But hey, the Twins got a win over the New York Yankees, 6-1. So it wasn't close. And when the Twins have won against the Yankees, it's not been close.
Yeah.
So that's something to think about here. If you're a Twins fan here, the Twins now lead the season series against the Yankees 3-2. All the Twins need to do is win one more game, and the Twins would have won a season series against the New York Yankees.
Well, let's do it. Let's go win another ball game.
That's amazing. And we have Joe Ryan on the mound tomorrow, right?
Yep. So thanks, guys,
Perfect.
for tuning in. We'll be back maybe tomorrow if everybody has an off day with work.
Yeah. But I'd just like to say this. This was a great game to do this on the first game.
Yeah.
Of course that we do this. Any after game thoughts or anything you guys would like to say before, because I think, we started this right as the game started. We got to have a little post game here, okay?
Post game or preliminaries.
Yeah.
So so the Twins fall, or they lead the AL Central 13-10.
Yeah, the Twins
10. Yankees are 13.
The Twins now lead the Central by 2 games. And like I said earlier before this game ended, that anytime the Twins can extend this division lead early in the year while Cleveland has been scuffling around 500, this is a good sign for the Twins, to get wins early.
Hey,
lead the division.
Jorden, we were leading the division the whole year last year, and guess what? We ended up.
Yeah, but this is the thing. We let Cleveland hang in there last year. The Twins need to run away with the Central Division, and this is the perfect time to do it. You have a 2-game lead in the division. You're leading the season series against the Yankees right now. You're not going to face Garrett Cole. You can sweep the Yankees out of Target Field. That'd be the greatest thing to ever happen to Twins baseball in the last couple of seasons. But like right now, this is crucial for the Twins because I think after this we go to Houston. I think they go to Houston after this. But like this is huge for Minnesota to be where they are right now. And for them to get a win against the New York Yankees in the way that they did, Joey Gallo against his former team, getting a home run. He has 6 home runs on the year. Sonny Gray pitching against the Yankees for the first time
since he's played with them. He pitched unbelievably. I don't think if we made pregame predictions, I don't think any of us would have said he would have pitched seven shutout innings
Yeah, right.
against the Yankees.
Oh, look at what Howard's
Like this
doing.
this was a game that the Twins needed to have. The Twins got it with their ace on the mound, and the bats didn't die. We've had problems where the bats cool off when our pitching has been really good. The bats didn't cool off. Michael A. Taylor went 2 for 3. Gallo went 1 for 3 with a home run, and he had a walk, so he got on twice. So that's good to see. And he didn't strike out. That's always a plus when you can go a game with Joey Gallo without a strikeout. That's like the best thing you could ask for Gallo. Correa worries me. He's been worrying me all season, and it continues. He needs to start hitting the baseball. Yes, he got a triple today, but it shouldn't have taken till the 8th inning for him to get a base hit. We are paying this guy $35 million for the next 6 years.
That's for
he
2.
needs to start hitting. I'm not saying that he needs to go 4 for 4 every night.
Yeah.
But bring that batting average back to at least 260, something like that.
Yeah.
Like this is a guy that is supposed to help us not just win a division title, but this guy's going to help us in the postseason to get to where we want to go, and that is a World Series championship. But, I mean, no reason to talk about World Series right now, but the Twins do lead the series against the Yankees, or lead the season series against the Yankees 3-2. A win tomorrow or a win on the day after, the Twins win the season series. I think that'll be the first time since 2019 we've done that. But let's go do it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I'm hyped up that the Yankee. I mean, I'm not hyped up, but it's kind of funny that we just beat the Yankees and we think it's a really big win, but they're only 3rd in their division.
They're 4th in their division.
Yeah, 4th. So I mean, their division's really hard. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah, their division is really hard. But this is also a thing. Like, we're like, I know this is very early in the season, but we're winning a season series against the Yankees.
Yeah,
that's a thing that we can.
Yeah,
that's a thing that we can hold on to the end of the season. And if we play them in the postseason, hey, we know we can beat them at Target Field. We know we can beat them at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah,
this team is different.
Are we expecting that the Yankees are going to go to the playoffs this year?
I mean, that division's really tough. I wouldn't be surprised if all 3 wild card spots are AL East teams.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
but if it's not, the Yankees are probably the weakest team other than the Red Sox.
Yeah, it seems like their starting rotations kind of sucks because
other than Garrett Cole, that rotation's not good. That rotation's been hurt, and it's continued to be hurt, and that's what's hurting the Yankees right now is that they don't have their top rotation guys, and that offense is having to carry them. So to see what the Twins did to those bats tonight shows that lineup really needs that starting pitching to shape up. Now, this Brito kid, I feel like he can be and will be a very good pitcher in baseball.
Yeah.
He's got great stuff, but both of his losses were against the Twins, and the Twins pummeled the guy. So I think the dude wants to stay away from the Twins for a while.
Yeah.
But hey, we'll take any win we can get right now. We've struggled for a little bit, but to win back-to-back games at Target Field
Yeah.
is really good.
I just think once everything starts to warm up and school's out of session, we'll know who the Twins are because just we all know that they can struggle on the on the plate and the pitch staff has
the-
to stay healthy. Joe Ryan, he's
The
probably one of
bullpen
the ones, but
is something that we have got to address either now or at the trade deadline. But we cannot go through another trade deadline without getting bullpen arms.
yeah,
And we have the minor league talent to trade for somebody big, like what we did with Jorge Lopez. And even with Jorge Lopez, we didn't trade that much. We didn't trade, I think, any of our top 50 prospects to get him.
yeah,
And like that's the thing is that we have so much more talent in the minors that we can use to trade. This will be a season that the Twins prove themselves and go out and make a big trade either now or at the trade deadline.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to do it right now.
a lot of
I
baseball.
think this team is fine the way it is. It's winning. Yes, we struggled, but we're still in first place.
Yep.
And I go back to that point of where you have got to run away with the Central Division because of how chaotic this division can be.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't
Don't
look.
let
It doesn't look.
Cleveland.
It seems
sneak up.
close right now, but it can it can get close very quickly if you don't continue to win games.
I mean, I think last year
You're a 500 win
the
team.
biggest lead we had.
Close to everyone else in our division. So,
I think the biggest lead we had in the division last year was 7 games, but we let Cleveland just hang on, keep on holding on.
well, and then we
That's where
lost to them 4 times, and that was our ending kind of.
in Cleveland.
If we beat Cleveland 3 times out of that, we would have probably won the division just right there. But since we lost to them, I think 4 times, and you were there, and they ended up walking off, right?
Yeah, and then and they walked off the both games I was at, and that kind of made me think after going to those 2 games, Cleveland is going to be on our butts the entire season.
Yeah.
And
it's unfortunate, but we'll just cut it at that, I guess. I mean, thanks for guys for watching.
But hey, like I said, Twins win.
Yeah, this was
Let's
good.
go win tomorrow. Let's sweep the Yankees if we can. And hopefully you can do this again.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
All right.
Forward to it.
This is your little moment here, Howard. Take it away.
Let's take the live stream out.
All right. Peace.
Thanks for watching.